you could do something about being hurt. Deciding to stay hurt is a whole different thing. So now since I got cheated on, everybody after this person, I'm going to hurt because I'm hurt. You're deciding to stay hurt. Making a decision to be hurt. It doesn't matter what happens. Being hurt, it's like, all right, look, I notice that I'm hurt. I see that I'm hurt. I'm going to do something about it.
Bro, one thing I always do before I come to any podcast episode, before we do any podcast episode, I always pray on the way here. And I always pray that the conversation facilitate healing, because I think it's so important for us to have these conversations, one, and just be open. So one, first of all, I feel honored that you still came.
Yeah.
Because like that shows that you value the platform and the work that we do. But second of all, bro, I just want to make sure I say this, like, I hope you take some time to like really, you know, just process and feel. You know, I hope you don't like just keep pushing and grinding, because sometimes we do that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and we use that as an excuse not to like deal with the emotions that come with that. Because if you're talking about your grandmother, like y'all had that type of relationship, you know, that's a, you know, it's a lot. You feel me? It's a lot. So not saying that you got to soak in it, but just, you know, just process it and feel it, bro, for real.
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of people been telling me that, bro. Cause
Yeah.
like, I ain't even gonna hold 2025 ain't even been fair. Like, you know, I just lost one of my men a couple days ago. Then I lost my grandmother 2 weeks ago. Then I lost my godbrother a month ago in a motorcycle accident. Then I lost one of my close friends at the end of last year. Then I lost one of my other close friends last summer. So it's like, you know, I've been dealing with like death back to back, but it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I haven't got time to get over the last one. So it's like, damn, I'm trying to go through this one and grieve accordingly while I got all this stuff going on, because literally everything that I do, entrepreneurship, is connected to my livelihood. Yeah. So if I don't do this show, if I cancel this show, I don't pay my bills. I don't take care of my kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't easy when you got broken homes and you got to take care of the mothers, or they going to be right here with you. Yeah. So it's like, all right, cool, I need to do this, I need to do that. But it's like, damn, I'm still trying to grieve. And then boom, another death comes. That's a gift of it too. And it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? One of the deaths that, like, it was my man that died last year at the end of the year. And like, it's like, all right, cool. To this day, it's still a fact. I saw so much in him. So it's like, damn, if he can't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody over 40 that's successful. Really? You feel me? So all my niggas either they grinding right now or they dead. So it's like, I'm like, it's like one of them things. It's like, you know, we was advocating for kids. We was trying to stop the violence. We doing this, and you get killed the very way that you was trying to stop. So it's like, you know, let me go ahead and dip out of DC right quick, cause now I need to get my mental right. But even that, boom, as soon as that happened, somebody else died. Boom, somebody else died. It's like, then once my grandmother died, I'm like, I ain't even deal with all the other jokes. Yeah. And then as soon as my grandmother died, it's like, boom. Somebody else died. It's like, damn, Slim, like this what being grown is. Yeah. But I got so much of an outlook on, like, you know, we have this possession on people, right? That we hold to us. We only promise life and death. You feel me? Like we don't own, you know what I'm saying, anything right now. You know what I'm saying? So this borrowed time. So it's like, I be just chucking it up with, like, man, you just gotta make sure you love the people that you're around. And at the end of the day, just have it in the back of your head that, look, one day you gonna leave. Yeah. You feel me? So I don't know if it's one of them things where it's just a detachment for me, or if it's, you know, a safeguard for me to be like, you know what, I love you enough, but I love you enough to know that I can't get too close because you're gonna leave. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You know, you're dealing with textbook. You know what attachment styles are, or no?
No.
No? Okay. So attachment styles are like the way that we the way I always explain attachment styles is there's two different forms of, like, there's two different aspects when it comes to attachment styles. There's intimacy and there's individuality, right? So intimacy is like getting close to someone, being able to like be emotionally intimate. Like you talk about your relationship with your grandma, like y'all were intimate, like you were close to her. Yeah. And then there's individuality. That's like being close to being cool, being in solitude, that kind of thing. So attachment styles kind of explain how we navigate both of those things. And when you go through like different types of loss, when you go through like abandonment at a young age, all these different kinds of traumas, it impacts how you, it impacts your attachment style. So there's 4 different types of attachment styles. There's one that's healthy. It's called secure. Then there's 3 different other types that are like seen as unhealthy. So there's avoidant, there's anxious, and then there is disorganized. Avoidant attachment styles, they're good with individuality. So they're cool with being by themselves. But when it comes to intimacy, they struggle. Anxious, like they're cool with intimacy. They love being around people. They love that they get from people. But when they're individual by themselves, they struggle with that. And then disorganized is like a combination of both anxious and avoidant. So they're anxious sometimes, and then they want to be really close to people, but then their mind would tell them like, damn, I'm getting too close to this person, so let me pull back. Yeah. Then they're avoidant. Yeah. Then when they're avoidant, they're like, damn, I need to kind of get closer to people because I'm doing too much. So the reason why I mention all of this is because what you said was, I don't know if it's a safeguard, but I don't want to get too close to people because I feel like I know they're gonna leave. Yeah. That's like textbook avoidant. Yeah. It's like you've learned that at some point in time, you're going to have to deal with some type of abandonment. So you rather not deal with the intimacy of being close 100%. To people because you don't want to deal with the hurt of the abandonment 100%. Because you foresee that happening because it's happened so much in your past.
100%.
You feel me? Have you ever been to therapy? Have you tried therapy?
Yeah, I tried therapy. I tried therapy earlier this year, right?
Okay. What happened? Why you laughing? What happened?
I felt like, so, I mean, I'm the type of person, like, I need something to, like, challenge me. Okay. Right? Okay. So I don't want a therapist that's going to validate me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I also, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's about respect. It's about the way you talk to me, of course. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the therapist that I was talking to, she was dope, but she was telling me things I felt like I already knew. Okay. You know? Like what? If I talk to her about, you know what I'm saying, my past anger issues, or I'm not even going to say past, more so suppressed. Okay. You suppress anger issues. Just like, oh, well, you know, you got to deal with that. You know? Like, duh, I know I got to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm supposed to help me deal with it? How I'm supposed to deal with that? Oh, you need to find the activity, you know what I'm saying? You need to find a way to just... And I'm like, I write poetry, like that's my way of expression. But when you get off a stage, who are you? You feel me? And I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Then I tell you like, well, you know, that's cool. Like, man, look, you telling me everything I already know. I need somebody that's going to tell me something I don't know so I could work on it, so I could work towards it. You know what I'm saying? I do have the know-it-all complex. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and I tell people all the time, I don't know everything, but the things that I do know about, I know. Okay. You can't sway me. Yeah. So it's like, if we talking and it's like, oh yeah, like, all right, I know that. It's like, oh, you got to ask for everything. I do if I know about it. If I don't, I'm going to be quiet. Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So you basically feel like you was wasting time. I was wasting time. Okay. That money, you ain't about to take my money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to take my money. So at the end of the day, it's just one of them things where it's like, man, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and chill on the therapy, but I feel like therapy is a process. Yeah, it is a process, bro. It is a process. You might not have your breakthrough the first 3 months, or the first 6 months, or the first year. It's something that it's like, oh, okay, this is what I've been doing my whole life. But it's like, I know the things that went wrong in my life. Yeah. I know what I didn't have, what I felt like I should have got. Yeah. Feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like now I'm at an age where it's like, how do I deal with those traumas? Right. You know, you want solutions rather than kind of having to keep talking about it. Right. And I think that's what a lot of therapists get wrong with Black men specifically because of the way that therapists have been trained. Therapists are trained to, well, okay, so there's different therapy modalities. Let me tell you that first of all, right? Because I don't want you to think that the therapist that you had is like a good indication of like what all therapy is like. Understood. Okay. So understood. just gonna say that, right? Yeah. So 100%. Different modalities. Oftentimes when people are talking about therapy, they're talking about cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. That therapy is therapy that talks about like your childhood. So they go all the way back to the past. So you're probably talking about like your relationship with your mom, pops, all that kind of stuff to get like some type of childhood story so they can understand like the trauma that you went through in childhood to make the man that you are today. Right. So that's kind of what cognitive behavioral therapy is. What a lot of therapists forget or maybe are not aware of when it comes to Black men is that it's not that we don't want to talk about the trauma that we've experienced. It's that we'd rather get the solutions to the problems that we're dealing with currently than going back and talking about spending 3 months talking about trauma that we experienced in the past. And I think there's a disconnect because like on our end,
on their end, one, it is important for them to get an understanding of what happened in childhood so that they can help you build the solutions for right now. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like if I'm dealing with something that's bothering me right now, like I'm dealing with it week to week, I don't got time to be sitting here talking about like what happened in childhood. I want to answer for the problem that I'm dealing with right now. Then maybe we can get back to that. So I feel like there needs to be some type of shift because that's where brothers like you that go into therapy that are like, yo, listen, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm an entrepreneur. I got a bunch of stuff happening. I don't got time to be spending 3 months talking about my childhood. I feel like that's where the disconnect is. So the reason why I mentioned the modalities is because there's different modalities that could potentially work for you. So there's a different modality called solution-focused brief therapy, SFBT. And that therapy is literally solution-focused. So you come in and you're like, yo, listen, this the problem that I have. Yeah. And their job is like work you through solutions to kind of help you with those problems. And there's black therapists that practice that too, bro. So like if you want to talk offline, I got a therapist that I interviewed that actually he trains like solution focused brief therapists as well. So that might be helpful for you, bro. Cause that sounds
I'm pretty sure it will be. It's just
the lane that you want to be in.
I got a whole lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? I need solutions too. You feel me?
I feel you.
So yeah, nah, that'd be dope though.
Yeah, I feel you. So has poetry, you talked about poetry helping you. You feel like it's helped you heal? And if so, how?
Poetry has put me in a space to look myself in the mirror and really ask myself, do I want to become the actual man that I'm talking about?
Okay.
Or am I the man that I'm talking about?
Okay.
So what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like everybody has layers. I feel like I got so many layers. Mm-hmm. So I tell a lot of women, like when they come to my poetry, lately I've been like real big on intimacy, right? Mm-hmm. And talking about the things leading up to the actual physical rather than talking about the physical, because those things that lead up to the physical, those things are important. Mm-hmm. So it's like, or just being intimate in different spaces. It don't even have to be like sexually. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It's like, bro, do you really feel that way? You know what I'm saying? And if you do really feel that way, what layer of you is speaking? Because the person that I see every day in the mirror don't feel like that in that moment consistently. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm talking to a woman and you know what I'm saying, I'm involved with her, I'm interested, it's like, yeah, you know, I'm intimate with her in those spaces, but do you want to be intimate with her in those spaces? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just, you know, being intimate for a poem? Are you being intimate so you can get dialogue? You sure what I'm saying? Are you analyzing this situation just so you can put it in a poem? So every day it's a constant question of why you doing poetry. You know what I'm saying? Or even just like I said earlier, just challenging myself.
Right.
So as far as like me finding healing in poetry, I have found healing in poetry depending on like certain poems.
Yeah.
I got a poem where, you know what I'm saying, like one of my first poems is called Superman. And basically it was a poem that I wrote a letter to my son when I was in prison.
Okay.
And it was just basically letting him know everything that the world has to offer, negative and positive. Him growing up as a black man, what he gonna face and stuff like that. And I feel like me putting that out into the universe and me actually hearing it, you know what I'm saying, it brought me to a realization that I needed to hear that when I was younger.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older and I could actually go through it and live through it and become the person that I am, it's like, all right, well, I know it's possible.
Yeah.
You feel me? So in certain poems, certain situations, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But in other poems and other situations, like I'm still healing. But I wouldn't say I'm looking for healing through my poetry.
So what do you feel like you're still healing from right now? I mean, obviously your grandmother, the grief and all that, but outside of the grief, right at this point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, toxic relationships, broken hearts. Okay. I'm talking about like old puppy love.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I used to think love was just like this beautiful thing, right? Like it didn't even matter if it was a Drew Hill song and it was talking about somebody cheating, somebody sleeping in my bed. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. Just the thought of love or the thought that it was about a relationship used to just make me feel like, oh, I can't wait till I'm in love.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like prematurely, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes most teenagers, they have puppy love. I never looked at, oh, this person could cheat on me, or this person could hurt me. It was nothing negative in my mind about love. So love was this perfect thing. You feel me? And I think the first time that I got my heart broken, it was like, I mean, with most dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like it just smack you.
Yeah.
And they come rushing to you because now your eyes open. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're looking at the world different. It's like, dang, I didn't even know this was possible. But for me, I internalized that. Not just with that, but every relationship. So I'm like, this person that I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life, prematurely, I'm 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? This person could do me wrong, then I know other people could do me wrong. So now I'm just looking at everybody's side out. You feel me? I'm moving different with everybody because I'm like, look, I gave you my heart. You know what I'm saying? Prematurely without being, you know what I'm saying, like mature up here. And like, this what you did with it. So I know if you could hurt me, anybody could hurt me. So now I'm looking at everybody around me, my family members, like, well, look, my father wasn't around. He ain't care. She cheated on me. She ain't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, that's a situation in itself. She did the best she can. But you know what I'm saying? When you growing up in a household and your mother's sick and your brother got, you know what I'm saying, diagnosed with certain things, you big dog. You know what I'm saying? But I'm 7. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest in the house. So it's like, dang, you know, I'm trying to process all these things and how to deal with love and these relationships, but at the same time, I'm not even able to be a kid. So it's like,
you feel like you have to grow up fast?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I want to pause real quick and talk to the brothers that may be going through it right now, because I know there are some of you that are going through it right now that are listening to this episode. And I want to make sure that you guys feel seen, heard, understood, and supported. So if you're going through depression, if you're going through suicidal ideations, if you're going through anxiety, a difficult breakup, divorce, baby mama drama, whatever it is that you're thinking about on a day-to-day basis that's making you feel like less of a man, I want you to know that it is okay to be going through those things. But what's not okay is for you to stay in the same position that you're in right now, knowing that there's things that you could be doing to better yourself. And so one of those things that we've created personally for Black men on this platform is called Safe Haven. So Safe Haven is a holistic healing platform that we've created specifically for Black men just like you. Whatever it is that you're going through, you're not alone, because we have hundreds of men inside of Safe Haven that are going through the same exact thing as you. We have resources that are available to help you heal. One of the most important resources is connecting you with a mental health professional that can help you and will help you through whatever it is that you're going through. And we do that within the first 10 to 15 minutes of you getting onto the platform. We're the only platform that does this specifically for Black men. We're the only platform that specifically vets our professionals before they're even allowed on our platform, so they know how to help Black men to heal. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, if you're ready to make a change in your life, then join Safe Haven. All you got to do is go to expressyourselfblackman.com/links, and there will be a link for you to join Safe Haven. If you are a woman and you know a Black man and you're trying to get them to join Safe Haven, you can go to expressyourselfblackman.com/links and join on their behalf, or gift them a Safe Haven membership. If you have any questions, if anything's not clear, send an email to staff@expressyourselfblackman.com. And with that being said, let's get back to the rest of the episode. Love y'all. What was the moment that you felt like as a child, you realized like this ain't normal, and I shouldn't necessarily have to be doing that? Maybe not even as a child, but like now when you look back at it, what were some things that you were doing as a child that you're like, dang, that wasn't even normal for that age?
I feel like we in a day and age where I look at a lot of young dudes, you know what I'm saying, and they doing a lot of things in the streets and stuff like that. And I feel like they doing it because nobody paying them attention. It's not even about like, oh, well, maybe I ain't got food in the house, maybe this, maybe that. I feel like a lot of them just not getting paid attention to. You feel me? I feel like at my age, I was doing certain things I had to do because I was trying to survive. You feel me? So 12 years old, 13 years old, you looking at the day and age now, you're like, man, 12 years old walking around with guns. That ain't nothing new. You feel me? It's the type of guns that they walking around with. It's like how you get access to them. You know what I'm saying? But that's been, you know what I'm saying, since I was 12. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like, oh yeah, well, I ain't get my first pair of J's until I was 14 years old. That's since I bought them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get my first pair of name brand shoes until I was 12. That's because, you know what I'm saying, somebody from my mother church bought them. You know what I'm saying? So for real, like, poor. So, you know what I'm saying, being poor on top of having to deal with a brother that's bipolar, or dealing with a mother that's got depression and lupus, knowing that my father was schizophrenic, bipolar, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what's going on in the actual house, stuff that's not regular. It's like, nah, I ain't trying to go through this. So, I'm gonna get my own money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be outside. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go where, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I can get some attention and some love from, because I feel like I'm being an adult right now.
So you talked about prison. I want to go back there actually.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? How old? Well, you don't gotta tell me what happened, but how old were you?
When you talking about, like, I was in jail a couple times. So I think when I did my longest stretch, I was 24.
24. And then when did you first start? Like, when was the first time you went to jail?
First time I ever got locked up, I was 14.
14.
I was 14. But I ain't do no time. It was just like a little assault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dropped it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that was a biased situation. It's crazy, because the older I got, I just had my head on my shoulders. Like, I want to be something. I want to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I spent a lot of time by myself. The first time I ever got locked up, as a grown up, I was with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you didn't do anything.
No,
I did. Oh, you did. Okay.
I did something, but I wouldn't have did anything if I wasn't with my friends. You feel me? So me, I was always the type of person, I'm always going to work. And if I am, you know what I'm saying, the streets, I'm moving by myself. I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But as I got older, you can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get caught up. But I was never running with a big pack of people. And what I did run with a big pack, that's when I got in trouble. So once I got locked up the first time, I got charged as a grown up. Oh yeah, it was turn up time. Now, you know what I'm saying, I can't get a job, but now I gotta do this. Now I gotta do that. You feel what I'm saying? Well, my anger problem, like I said, suppressing it now. I didn't know how to suppress it then. So anybody say something to me, what Mitch say? Offer paid them for you, looking you you say some hey, and I was in their mouth. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I got a lot of charges. Assault charges off of my anger. I went to anger management 3 times. 1 court order, 2 just me going because I know I had anger problems. And then once I caught my pistol charge, it was like, you going back and forth to prison, and you got a son. You doing the same thing your father did to you. So you gotta change it up. You gotta switch it up. And my son seeing me in prison and my son seeing me now, and getting to see the growth in his father, I feel like that's a blessing. My 6-year-old, all he see is Superman. All he see is father. His father led. All his friends like, oh yeah, your teacher's like, oh yeah, your father. But my oldest, he's saying that you could come from this and be that. My oldest so chill, smart, straight A's. You know what I'm saying? But he know, like, I know where my father used to be, and I know where my father is, so I know I could obtain anything. Even if I'm not getting in trouble.
What made you say, yo, I'm going to make this change? Because a lot of times, even with children, dudes don't be like, dudes don't be ready to make that change. So what made you say, like, you know what, I'm actually going to make this change. I don't want to perpetuate the same thing.
I never wanted that.
Okay.
I never wanted it. Okay. I feel like it just came with the environment I was in. Okay. I never wanted, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. I did mock trial in high school, you know what I'm saying? All that. Even when I was outside and I was, whether it's shooting dice or, you know what I'm saying, doing what I was doing, I kept a dictionary on me. I never wanted people to look at me like I was ignorant, just based off of where I come from. You feel me? So I wanted to be a lawyer, but once I knew that the judicial system was trash for real, I didn't feel like, oh, well, just because you put one person in the, in this space that they gonna make a change, it's still gonna eventually come back to the fact that they don't care about it. So I was like, man, F being a lawyer. I always knew I wanted to be in some type of speaking position. So really it was about purpose, and that's why it's like poetry just made sense. Because I could use my platform, I could use the things that I've been through, whether it's to go talk to the juveniles, go talk to high schools. I could talk to people about relationships, whatever the case is. I mean, I ain't no professional or nothing like that. I could just tell people about my experiences and my things. And a lot of times, a lot of people can relate to it. So.
Yeah, and then that's the thing too. I like when people can talk about their real life experience. Like, it's great to have an expert that can give you like, okay, this is the facts behind stuff. But like, real life experience is gonna hit for a lot of people that are going through the same things, bro. So I'm glad that you're doing that. You have one of your, I don't know if you said it in a piece or you just said it out, you know, on Instagram, on social media. You talked about being hurt versus staying hurt. Can you explain the difference for people that don't know?
Being hurt is like, all right, look, I could do something to somebody, right? And being hurt is feeling the emotions from that, right? But you could do something about being hurt. Deciding to stay hurt is a whole different thing.
Okay.
Right? Somebody might be in a relationship and, I got cheated on. So now since I got cheated on, everybody after this person, I'm going to hurt because I'm hurt. You're deciding to stay hurt. You're making it a choice. You're making a decision to be hurt. It doesn't matter what happens. Being hurt, it's like, all right, look, I notice that I'm hurt. I see that I'm hurt. I'm going to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a difference in the two. You feel me? And I don't think I rate that bar unless I go through that myself. You know what I'm saying? Unless I made that decision, like I said, when I first got my heart broken. All right, Boosie said it in the song, got my heart broken at 13. That was way, way back. You know what I'm saying? Now every woman after that, man, a straight payback. I felt like I had that mentality for so long. You saw what I'm saying? So I was choosing to stay hurt.
Yeah.
I was choosing that. Even if I didn't recognize, like, at that age, it's like, oh, well, this is what you're doing. I'm choosing I don't even care. Every girl that I talk to, I'm a dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? But the older I got and I started realizing you can't treat people like this. You can't talk to people like this. And I believe in karma. So the very things that you despise in a relationship is going to come back to you because you're doing it to other people. You feel me? So it was like, nah, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't keep doing the same thing. So if you want different results. So you know what? You gotta do something about being hurt.
Was there ever a moment for you that you were like, yo, nah, I gotta chill? Like, was there a moment that made you have that realization, or was it just kind of, it came over time?
Oh, when I was locked up.
Oh, when you were locked up. Okay. Like when you had time to like think?
Yeah, for sure. I did 6 months in a hole. Okay. So you imagine 6 months in a hole, you by yourself. You start thinking about every relationship, every woman you ever talked to, family member, your kids, the person you interact with at Foot Locker when you going to get, you think about a whole lot of stuff. You ain't thinking in there, you gonna go crazy. I don't even care if you planning this what I'm gonna do, A, B, C, D. You create your own vision board in your head. You know what I'm saying? You spend that much time by yourself and you only get 1 hour out your cell for 6 months. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I was like, nah, bro. Wildin'. And the people that knew me when I was in my early 20s, they know I was a firecracker. It didn't matter. The women, men couldn't say nothing to me. So it was like, nah, you can't talk to people like that, bro.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you probably in this situation based off of not only the way you treat people, but things that you've done that you never got caught for. You know what I'm saying? The conversations that you had with people that you never got checked for. So now you right here, and now you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, nah, you gotta do something about that. So I think it's still a process, but I'm way more chill. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just one of them things where if I feel like I'm gonna be that to somebody, I don't even be in that space.
All right, I'm interrupting this podcast episode to let you guys know to leave a review on the podcast. Please, 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 if you are listening to this episode and you're finding value in this episode, you're enjoying the conversation, or you've enjoyed a previous episode or conversation, and it's safe to operate your phone right now, please leave us a review. Your review is a free and easy way to support us, and it helps us reach more people like you. We're on a mission to build a stronger, more connected Black community, starting with Black men. And you can help us on that mission by taking a minute out of your day to leave a review. Your review helps us generate more listeners, which in turn generates more revenue, allowing us to expand the platform even further. So please take a few seconds out of your day. I know you're busy. I understand. I know you're doing a lot, but it will help us greatly if you would just take a few seconds out of your day to leave a review right now. Did you leave a review yet? All right, let's get back to the episode.
So you talked about you got one court mandated anger management. You had 2 anger managements that you went to by yourself. One, for people that don't know what anger management is actually like, because I always hear about anger management, but I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea what it's actually like. So I want you to talk about what it's actually like. And I also want you to explain whether or not you feel like it's helped.
Anger management is one of those things where I was in a group of men.
Okay.
right? There wasn't no women there. It was just a group of men. And I think we all sat right there and we just analyzed what is anger, which is a natural emotion. It's okay to be angry. It's about what you do with it.
Okay.
You feel me? So it was like they literally break down. You get angry in this situation, what are you supposed to do? And then, you know what I'm saying, you got so many people from different walks of life and they answer it and they're like, well, where that's gonna get you? Where that's gonna get you? And I started looking at everything and I'm like, at first I ain't care. I'm like, man, I'm here because of cool. I'm trying to get this box off my leg, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. But the second time I went, I'm just looking around at everybody and I'm like, I could relate to this person. I could relate to this person. I come from where this person come from. I come from where this person come from. The only thing that we don't have in common is the way we react to our anger. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, I see that the steps that the people that's talking are telling us to take is basically like whether it's calming us down or removing us. So I'm like, man, let me try these things outside of anger management. And the more I started trying it, and it was hard because I'm in an environment where you can be angry all the time.
Yeah.
I'm in a toxic relationship. I'm talking about like toxic. You feel me? So it's like, it was a good thing that I was in that toxic relationship and I was going to anger management because now I could use these things. But it was bad because like I could snap at any time.
You was constantly being triggered.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like anger management taught me not necessarily how to suppress certain things, but how to deal with my anger and turn it into a positive thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, it taught me how to communicate too.
Yeah.
All right, listen, man, usually any other time, either I'm going to shut down or, you know what I'm saying, like I'm going to yell, I'm going to raise my voice. Man, look, let me holler at you. Depending on how you talk to a person, depending on how you come at a person, it's going to show them like, oh, all right, well, this person is open to dialogue. This person is open to a conversation. This person is open to a critique. Let me talk back to them in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So I feel like anger management helped me deal with not necessarily my own anger issues, but how I deal with people so they won't get me angry.
What you mean, how you deal with people so they won't get you angry? Like you kind of like setting boundaries? Is that what it is? Or is it something different?
Setting boundaries. And like I said, just going back to how I communicate with people.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't care to communicate with people. So at the end of the day, somebody saying whatever they saying to me, it's like, look, man, I don't care. I'll take it there with you. Like, what's up? But instead of doing that, it's like, what's the problems? What's going on? Like, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? What's the issue? I'm talking to a woman and like, oh, well, I'm not going to call you because I don't want to bother you. You know what I'm saying? But I really like this girl. Instead of just spazzing on her, I'm like, listen, man, let me have a conversation with you. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to her in a way where she won't be receptive to it.
Yeah.
For me, rather than just going off. And now she going off and now she looking at me going off as, well, he must care. Now I'm going to talk to you like, you need to be talked to so I can show you that I care in a respectful way.
Right.
Rather than talk to you any type of way and you like, well, the only reason why you get mad is because you care. Like, no, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah. She's trying to elicit an emotional response from you because you're not giving her enough emotion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so we're going to talk about it. So I think anger management, it helped in that aspect. And it was just one of the things I knew I needed.
Yeah.
So I went a second time.
How'd you find it? Like, what'd you do to find like I'm assuming it's a group. Like you went on Google or something?
The first one was cool.
Yeah, I know the first one, but like the second and third.
I went back to it.
Oh, you went back to the same one?
Yeah, I went back to the same one.
Okay,
and then after I went back to the same one, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, I bet I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Then something else happened. It's like, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I be like. That's what it be like, though. Yeah.
So it was like, nah, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
And then I went back again and I was like, all right, cool. This is what we gonna do. And I mean, like I said, anger is a natural emotion, so it's always going to be a process. But
what's your process for dealing with anger right now? Like, let's say you talk to somebody, you set your boundaries, but they still not they're not trying to hear it, and you get
off.
Okay, all right.
I back off.
Okay,
because I know where I'm gonna take it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I told one of my friends, like usually if I do go out, I don't really go out. You know what I'm saying? Like going out, I done been everywhere in DC as far as club, lounge. It don't matter what state you in. It's the same vibe, just different people.
Yeah.
Feel me? I like going out the country. But if I'm in the club, dude bump me, I apologize, brother. I'm going to apologize even if you bump me. If I bump you, I apologize, bro. I don't want no problems. So I know where I'm going to take it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, with me, it's like I don't even put myself in those predicaments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if I do get angry,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, all right, let me go ahead and just be quiet for a second, assess the situation. I'm a thinker. So I'm gonna try to figure out so many different ways not to get there.
Yeah.
And if I find one, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But if I feel like it ain't no way to get myself out of this situation without getting angry, I just end it. I'll be like, you got it.
For the group that you were in, was it like in person? You
everything was in person.
Okay. And you would go like, you guys would go to like a specific location and kind of like have a circle and talk?
Yeah. We'd go like once a week. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I needed it every day.
Word. Okay.
And it actually, me going to anger management, shout out Adam House.
What's it called?
It's Adam House.
Adam House, okay.
Adam House. So it made me come up with an idea. Once I do start my own nonprofit, I wanted to start a nonprofit for single fathers that's trying to facilitate their way through the courts when they come to like getting a kid.
Yeah.
How to, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we don't like going to court because we feel like it's an automatic L.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you know what you know and you know your law, or you know what I'm saying, you know, like, all right, listen, I need to make sure I got this, that, and creating those opportunities and creating those spaces where it's like, listen, I can show you how to get a job.
Yeah.
I can show you how to get your own place.
Yeah.
I can show you how to do these things. It's like, all right, cool. This how you do this, and this how you go get your kid.
Yeah.
It might not start off with full custody.
Yeah.
It might start off with a little bit of visitation. Then it might start off with a little bit of joint custody. Then it might start off with 50-50. Now it's like, all right, cool. Guess what? I got majority custody. And it's going to take years.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But just creating those spaces where dudes feel comfortable enough to just step in court and be like, look, I want my kids, rather than just give up because they're like, man, every time I go to court, she win.
Yeah.
Like, she winning because you don't know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Bro, you know, God put it on my heart to say this to you, bro, for real, because you mentioned, I don't know, maybe you already know this connection, but you mentioned when you were younger, you wanted to be a lawyer. Mm-hmm. And now you've gone through all this stuff in your life. You've gone through a lot of different things. And you have a situation that a lot of Black men go through that you're talking about with your nonprofit. So I hope, bro, like I know you got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But I hope at some point in time that you actually do start that and that you do find a way to help Black men, because we've had multiple men in the past few years like reach out about like similar situation, right? Where they're like a single dad, they love their kid, but they got like a baby mom that's like, she's wilding and like kind of using the kid as like a pawn in a sense. Yeah. And they feel like defeated by the system, bro. So like, I really hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, this could be something that like, I know you say you ain't want to be a lawyer. Yeah. But
listen,
you know what I'm saying? It could be a calling, bro. So I hope you do. I hope you do,
top 5
bro.
things that I want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, poetry is definitely up there. It's the biggest thing for me is to take care of my family. That's the biggest thing for me. And then it's poetry. And then it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? How do I help people like me? You know what I'm saying? Not even get the way I'm going, but get the way they going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or how to navigate to that. So it's definitely one of them things I'm going to make happen. Sometimes it takes time. I tell people all the time, even when we booking a feature or telling people like, look, we're going to go on tour together. I'm man of my word. It might not happen now. It might not happen this year, but it's going to happen.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
So
when you talk about like single dads, you're a single dad right now, right? Or
I'm not a single dad. Well, what is a single dad? Single dad is what? Just like a father that's single.
Yeah, father that's single, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a father that's single.
Okay. So for your situation specifically, did you have something like that where like you were going to court and you were trying to get custody and like it was like just not working out? Like how did that
Nah, I'm pretty smart.
Okay.
So, you know, you can't railroad me.
Okay.
You know, just all right. So even with my prison stuff, right? I was charged with firearm and possession of a convicted felon, right?
Okay.
You know, a lot of dudes when they in prison, they just sit out and take their charge.
Okay.
Right. I was looking at 14 years guaranteed, 5 years mandatory, and then I had 9 years over my head because I had just came home from an assault. So of course they probably wasn't gonna give me the whole 9 years, but I was gonna do a bulk of that time.
Yeah.
So, but they was trying to run it like consecutive, which is one after the other rather than concurrent. Right. So just the whole mock trial and the lawyer thing kicking in, I went to what is it called? The law library in the prison, in the jail that I was at every week. So what I end up looking up penal codes. I end up looking up just laws in general, and I found out that they couldn't charge me if I'm in possession of a convicted felon because I'm not a felon. You feel what I'm saying? When they just charged me for it because they looked at one of my charges in my past
as a felon.
They didn't look at the stat docket to what I copped to.
Okay.
So I had a first degree assault, but I copped to a simple assault, which is a misdemeanor. They were so geeking for
a felon charge.
A charge, yeah. So it's like, so now this firearm in possession of a convicted felon, I found out it was a defective indictment. Now I'm paying a lawyer $5,000, but I'm doing all this work.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I found out it was a defective indictment, and the defective indictment basically is when they charge you wrong, they either got to drop the charge, or they got to drop the charge and charge you the right way, or they got to drop everything all over again. So I brought it to my lawyer, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My lawyer was a delegate. The delegate is the people that sit on the board, and they make all the laws in that state. And I'm like, bro, you didn't catch this? So me and him talking, he like, well, nah, you know what I'm saying? This assault is violent. I said, no, it's only violent, and it's upon a police officer. I didn't assault a police officer. So at the end of the day, it's a misdemeanor. So that brought my guidelines down from 14 years to 5 years.
What?
So just because I've never been locked up for a pistol charge, the people that I had the pistol charge with, they wanted to give me 2 years. The violation of probation, it took my 9 years down to 3 years. So I said, give me 3 years, run it concurrent, run it together. I was already locked up for 6 months. I'd be out in 3 months. So I got to my 3rd month, and then I got in a fight. So that ran my time.
Oh my God, man. Come on, bro. Come on,
literally,
bro.
I'm talking
You did
about,
all that work.
Man, I did all that work. Got to my 3rd month.
Damn, bro.
And I got in a fight. That's when they sent me over the hole. But by then I was in prison. They sent me over the hole, and I just did my 3, but I looked at it like 3 better than 14. I was telling them people, I'm not coming home and my son's 17, 16, 18 years old. Ain't no way that that's happening. You feel me? So just going through that and knowing the process of just the judicial system is easy for when it's time for me to go to court for this.
Yeah, because you were like, you already did that for my livelihood. I could definitely do this for my son.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, for me, it wasn't necessarily that my child's mother was trying to necessarily keep my kids away from me.
I got you.
It's more so about you want to dictate when
the terms. Yeah.
And we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have something in black and white that say, listen, you get your children, boom, 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 and what we do in between as adults, then we'll figure it out. But I'm guaranteed to see my kids. It don't matter if you get mad, you get in your feelings, or you're not getting them this week, you tripping. Look at the paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how about we just be adults about this?
Yeah.
You feel me? And I see my kids every day.
I love that,
you feel me?
bro.
I see my kids every day, but I'm guaranteed getting them on this weekend.
You feel me? Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you basically a lawyer, bro.
Low key. What they call it? A street lawyer in jail. They call it a jail lawyer.
You basically a lawyer, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, something like that. I just tell a lot of young dudes, because I don't promote violence or criminal activity, but I tell them, like, I've been there before. Know your laws. Because you out here breaking law, the first time they spank you or something, you're gonna be looking at it like, dang, what I do? And it ain't even about what you did. You feel me? You could beat that. You just gotta fight for yourself, and a lot of them don't got no fight in it.
Nah, bro. So, you definitely, now that I know this whole story, bro, knowing that you actually applied it to your situation, bro, multiple times, bro, you a lawyer, bro.
I'm a fighter, bro. I'm a fighter. Like I said, it just came early being a survivor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of them type of people. I tell people like all the time. Somebody asked me one time, what's your spirit animal? And I told them James St. Patrick, right? And they started laughing. And they like, wow. I was like, because it didn't matter what situation he got himself into on the show, he got himself out of it.
Fact.
You feel me? But that's because he wanted better for himself. And it's the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point now where I don't put myself in situations where I'm going to be into stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always thinking about ways to either be better or get myself out of the things that I'm going through. So it always been like that.
Can we talk about Teacher's Pet a little bit?
Yeah.
What is that,
sure.
first of all?
Teacher's Pet is a poem that I wrote. Shout out Charm City. Charm City Slam is a slam in Baltimore.
Okay.
And basically, they challenge artists to push their pen.
Okay.
And I get on stage, I do spoken word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's different categories or genres of poetry, but it's all still poetry. But a slam is basically like a competition amongst poets to basically see who has the best form, right? And I feel like a lot of slam poetry is based around like trauma, right? Not even about who got the best trauma or who had the worst trauma. It's about making people visualize and make people feel what it is that you've been through. So Teacher's Pet was a poem that I wrote about basically a relationship that I had with my teacher when I was in high school. That I thought was regular because, you know, I'm a dude. You feel me? Like, you know, all my friends pat me on the back like, yeah, fine, you watch your teacher, you know what I'm saying? You ask, that's what your teacher bring you to mind. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the older I got, based off of the relationship that I've been through with women, or now being older and I'm looking at younger women, it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if it was the other way around, it'd be looked at like, oh yeah, he
a pedophile.
Yeah. If a dude did it, it'd be like, oh yeah, he a pedophile. But because this woman, I don't think a lot of times the world looks at the fact that women can be predators as well.
That's a fact.
You feel me? So it don't matter if it's grooming or whatever the case is. In this particular situation, I actually was physical with my teacher.
Yeah.
So I was in 12th grade. A lot of people be like, well, you was on your way to being 18. You're still a student at a high school.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It still don't make it right. It don't make it right. If you,
So, and the maturity level of this teacher was way ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a child. So
how old was she?
32.
32. And you were what, 17?
17.
Come on now.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's crazy,
bro.
and a lot of
that's like almost two times.
It's crazy, and I got 2 boys now, and that's another thing that made me look at. I'm like, if I'm not one of those fathers that be like, yeah, pat my son on the back, like you got some books.
Yeah.
Nah. Nah. Like what you doing? You feel me? I think back then I was so much outside that even when I told my mother couldn't do nothing about it, because, bro, in my mind, I'm helping you out with bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm outside in the streets. Like, what you gonna tell me don't do this with this person? You can't tell me nothing. I don't even live with you. You feel me? But the older I got, I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
We just had one of our warmest days in the last few months, and that reminded me that short season is right around the corner. So Eating Right just moved from I'll start next month to I need to start today. So if you're like me and want to eat better but don't want to cook all week, Factor would make sense for you. You'll get fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs, ready in 2 minutes. They focus on quality ingredients like lean proteins and healthy veggies with no refined sugars and no artificial sweeteners. There are over 100 rotating weekly options, including high protein and calorie smart options for those of you trying to get right for the summer. This is the exact kind of system you need to stay consistent without cooking. Head to factormeals.com/XYBM50 off and use code XYBM50 off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. This offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor.
Was that one of your realizations in prison too, or was it just like you just talked, you were just thinking it, kind of thought to yourself like, damn.
I think it was a realization after prison.
Okay.
After prison, you know, a lot of people joke about like, oh yeah, you know, dudes, you know what I'm saying, when they get older, they gonna be that unk at the cookout looking at the little girls like, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, that guy be jammed cause jelly don't shake like that, all that wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I start looking at stuff and I'm like, man, the older we get, whether it's the food, whether it's the not all this stuff that's changing our bodies and changing the generation's bodies, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might look at that, but at the end of the day, you ain't supposed to. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that makes you feel some type of way, there's something wrong.
For a fact.
So I'm 35, and as we stated earlier, I can't see myself taking a 21-year-old seriously. So to be 32 and looking at a 17-year-old,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. So I realized that once I started really looking at my sons, like, I would kirk if you told me that, oh yeah, Dad, I'm 16 and I'm talking to a 40-year-old woman. What we doing?
Absolutely not, bro.
What we doing? So when I wrote that piece, it's one of them things where I had to dive into what actually happened. and not just physically, but mentally and emotionally for me. You feel what I'm saying? And, it was one of them things I had to challenge myself, and I think it helped so many people out. I feel like it's one of those conversations nobody talk about.
Yeah.
Because most dudes later they're like, well, you still got some.
Yeah.
You still got some. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it ain't even about that. You know what I'm saying? It's really about like mentally, what does that do for you in your relationships with other women?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was married.
What?
Man, she was married, you know what I'm saying? We did at her house, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So it's like I'm 17. I don't even know I'm putting myself in a situation where what if your husband come through?
Yeah. It's over for you.
It's a wrap. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more so like it was one of them things where I felt like, man, I'm gonna do it because I want to be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to do it because, you know what I'm saying, just to say I did it. You know what I'm saying? To get the gratification from my friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And later it subconsciously caused so much trauma when I'm talking to other women.
I was gonna ask you about that. How did it cause trauma in your other relationships? How did it impact your other relationships?
I mean, well, one, if she married, that just let me know. I looked at it in that sense like, well, if she married and she could do this, what happens if I get married? So now that thought is in my head. Like, oh yeah, my wife might be talking to him or might be cheating on me with. And now I got trust issues. You feel me? And there's somebody else in my house. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not there. What if I'm providing? I don't know her situation. I don't know her relationship. I ask about that. You know what I'm saying? But now I got these things that I got to deal with when I'm talking to other people. I'm going into relationships. I don't trust you. You got to give me a reason to trust. But now, in the type of person that I am now, I give people my trust. Let's say you lose it. You feel me? So those are things that I went through when I first went through that I didn't even know it was happening because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So and just like over sexualizing everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just
what'd that look like?
Over sexualizing everything. I ain't really care about the conversations.
Okay.
I ain't really care about the pleasantries. Like, oh, how you doing? It's like, man, look, what you trying to do? Because that's all I was used to with her.
Okay. It made you hyper sexualized.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, man, look, we ain't gotta do too much talking. Look, I'm gonna pick you up over here. You're gonna go to my house. Cool. I'm gonna get in the shower. When I get out the shower, we get straight to it. So now I don't even know that when I'm dealing with women, I'm not even paying attention to it. It's like, yeah, what you got to offer sexually for me? That's it. If we ain't talking about that, we ain't talking about that. So over time, it's like, I want more than that. But how does that more look?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't see that at first.
Damn. What made you see it? Because a lot of dudes don't get to that realization, bro. Like, a lot of dudes will be your age and still doing the same thing. So, like, what made you eventually say, like, nah, I can't keep moving like this?
Like we stated earlier,
The prison?
The prison.
Okay.
Just that solitude, knowing that one day I want a daughter, right? And I feel like in order to be the most vulnerable and emotional person I can be with my daughter, first of all, I gotta be married.
Yeah.
Because I need to show her how much I love her mother every day, so she deserves the love that she's supposed to get from a man, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, marriage is overrated. Marriage to me creates a foundation.
Right.
In a household with everybody on the same page. It creates stability, right? I got 2 sons with 2 different mothers. That's 2 different broken homes. If I don't have, I can see my kids every day, but you going to your mother's house where it's different rules than when you come to my house.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You might have more freedom over there, but it's more structure over here.
Yeah.
So now I got these broken homes. So every day when you do come to my house, or every weekend when you do come to my house, I have to reteach you certain things as a man.
Yeah.
But if we was all in the same household, you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Right? So the standard, if I ever have a daughter, is to be married so she knows the standard, how a man is supposed to pour into a woman. You feel what I'm saying? How a man looks like when he leads correctly and healthy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like right now for me, I'm just like not have a kid. Because unless I'm married, it's like, what's the point? Right? If I talking to a woman and she get pregnant, like we gonna get married. We gonna have to figure this out. Because just creating broken homes is more generational curses.
Yeah.
And I feel like I broke so many with my kids now. First, me being in their life because I ain't had my father. You feel me? But also, both of my kids excel in school. I was not excelling in school at all. I didn't care about school. You can't tell me I was a kid, man. Look, teacher looked at me like, man, I'm gonna call your mama. I don't give a F. Call her. I call her for you.
Oh, you was one of those kids.
I was one of them.
Man, we all have a couple of like, I remember, bro.
I was one of them. I was one. You can't tell me nothing. I was in the hallways. I didn't care. I cursed the teacher out fast, but I was also the type of kid that on the days where something was really going on in the household, I'd come into class, I'd be quiet, I'd do my work. I'd pass the test so easy. I was already smart. It's just like on a regular day, I don't care about this. It's easy. I had high SAT scores. I didn't care about school. School ain't challenged me about. So life challenged me. And I think so many times, like that's why I just keep going, because every day is a challenge. Every day is adversity. So that's just life. I feel like in school, there wasn't no challenge. But just going back to the teacher's pep poem, the teacher's pep poem was just one of those things where I just had to dive into and touch on those things, because poetry also helps heal other people. And I know what I do helps people. It might not heal people all the time, but it makes people feel like that they're sane, because they're not the only people going through what they're going through.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest reason why I was able to be strong enough to talk about that. Whereas, you know, sometimes I get ridiculed for it. Dudes be like, man, he crying about, you know what I'm saying, doing it with a woman that's older. Like, bruh, this message ain't for you. This for somebody that's going to eventually realize, like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was taking advantage of and it ain't normal. You feel me? And if you open to actually hearing that, then cool. Like you said, we know men to this day that's like, bruh, I got something, bruh. I ain't even tripping off that. But that's why you over sexualize everything. Even when you're talking to women, most of the time women walk past him, I don't even look at him. I don't even look at him. It's like, man, look, I'm trying to see what's up here first. I see that you physically attractive, but I'm trying to see what's up here first. All the other stuff, I mean, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't there.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. I feel like a lot of times for us as men, we get so caught up in the physical. And that's how you end up dealing with a woman that's like, she look good, but she's a headache, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because all you worried about is how physically attractive she is. I know a lot of guys like that, man. That's like you got into a situation where the only thing you was worried about was how she looked.
Yeah, you ain't even take the time to get to know her, and now you like, man, she crazy. Nah, she ain't crazy. She been crazy. You just wasn't paying attention to that because you horny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. You feel me? I tell a lie about man. Right, you going through what you're going through right now because you didn't take the time to get to know this woman. So you just went straight to, I'm trying to have sex with her. I'm trying to have this and trying to do that. The whole time she been had issues. You just ain't even see it. I knew when I was talking to, you know what I'm saying, like the woman that I was talking to, I knew she was crazy. I knew it. I ended up having a kid with her. So I can't even get mad at her. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get mad when she do crazy stuff because it's like you knew before the kid.
Right.
You was going through stuff before the kid. You still decided to have the kid with it.
Why did you? Yeah. Why'd you? So what?
Because I was insane. I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm so much on. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You know. Well, maybe I could change her.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
And what they say, when you do something the same thing over and over, it's insanity. Right? So I'm like, I could change this woman. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with this woman. I love this woman, but I just want her to be the woman I want her to be. But that ain't her. That ain't her. They ain't never gonna be her. So you try to build a woman. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't do that. They gotta come like that. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, if you want to get married, you gotta be a husband already before you're a husband. You gotta be a wife before you're a wife. You can't just be a girlfriend, have a girlfriend mentality, be like, I'm gonna be married one day. No, you're gonna be somebody's girlfriend. You can't have baby mother mentality, be like, no, you're gonna be a baby mother. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a dude like, man, no, I want to be faithful. You got to be faithful in every aspect in your life, whether it's telling the truth, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, showing up when you say you show up. You got to be that man already in order to be the man when it's time to be the man. You can't just wake up the next day and be like, all right, Dad, I'm getting married today. Nah, you're going to be cheating when you're married if you cheating before you're married.
Bro, you know what's so crazy, man? You touching on so many good things. First of all, you touching on the fact that we got to already have what we look to possess. Right? But there's another thing that you're touching on, which is like this idea that in our community, we had this idea that you're supposed to have all your fun before you get into a relationship. And I remember I was talking to my girl, that's my fiance right now. And I was telling her like, cause we got together. She was like, you sure you finished having all your fun and all this extra stuff? I was like, yo, babe, like, I don't need to be messing with a bunch of shorties and doing all this extra stuff because all that does is prepare you to be in a relationship where you're struggling to be faithful because you're so used to doing all these different things. You don't just snap out of it. Like, I think of it the same way I think of like people going to AA. Like, if you're dealing with like alcoholism or any type of like drug addiction, any type of addiction, you're not gonna spend a week indulging in alcohol as much as you can and then eventually just snap out of it and then just be good for the rest of your life. That's not how, so why do we assume that that's how it's gonna work with relationships? You're gonna be just doing whatever you want for years and then eventually you're just gonna be able to just settle down with somebody. That's not, it don't really work out like that.
So I feel like a lot of people feel like love is enough and it's not.
It's not.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people like, well, I love this person, so I'm not gonna cheat on them.
It's not enough.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? Love is one of them things where it's sacrifice. I feel like, you know, love is so many things. Love is something beautiful, but it also can be something bad. But it's about how you deal with yourself and the person that you in love with in those situations. You got to relearn a person consistently.
Yeah.
Because if people are always talking about people constantly growing, right?
Yeah.
If I'm with you for 5 years, you're not the same person you were.
Yeah.
A year ago or a year prior to that. So that means I have to love the person that you are now, the person that you're changing into, and the person that you're going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so many times I feel like that's why you see so much divorce. People get content, people get comfortable, people don't keep trying.
Yeah.
People don't keep falling in love with the person. You know what I'm saying, that they with. So it's like, you think about like, and this the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? When people are in relationships and you know, a woman gets pregnant, right? She goes through so many hormonal and emotional changes, right? And then after the baby, some women experience postpartum, right? And she's not the same woman that you got pregnant. She's not. So now, if you're not married to this woman, it's so easy to be like, man, I ain't dealing with this.
Yeah.
Relationship over, and now you got this broken home because you don't want to deal with this woman that you didn't fall in love with. You fell in love with the woman before the baby. The woman after the baby, you don't love. So now it's so easy to detach yourself because it's no marriage, it's no ring, there's no commitment.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I also feel like even in those situations, women have to understand that while you're going through postpartum and this man is trying to love the new you, he's changing too because he has to become a new man in order to fall in love with the new woman you are. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been through postpartum because I'm not a woman, but I've seen it. And sometimes it's one of those things where, and I'm trying to be very careful with what I say.
Nah, I got you.
I know a lot of women.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? They take it serious.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, eat me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they don't want to hear nothing about postpartum, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm going through postpartum. It's about me. It's about y'all. It's about how y'all are going to make it through these dark times that you're going through, whether it's you not feeling beautiful enough, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, you just feeling like, man, you don't have the energy for this, you know what I'm saying, whether you questioning yourself as a mother, how are you going to be the best mother and you feel you look like this, or, you know what I'm saying, all those things. Of course, somebody has to be there to support you, but that person is constantly changing with you. Everybody's changing in this situation. So if people actually realize that everybody is going through a changing process, and again, like I said, love isn't enough, because if it was, everybody would be married. And that's not the case. So I feel like when people just depend on love to save the relationship, or depend on love, I'm not going to cheat because I'm in love. I'm not going to do this because I'm in love. No, you want to do all that if you already doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more so about the discipline and the sacrifice that you have with yourself that's going to make you the person that you want to be before you talk to anybody that you want to be with.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
that's a fact. I say love is I don't know if I said it. No, I don't think I said it. I'm pretty sure I've heard it somewhere. But love is a choice, bro. Like you really got to choose, like what you talked about, because you're going to have someone that you're with that for years they're changing. Like they're changing constantly. Like my fiance, bro, I met my fiance when I was 14. So I seen her from 14, 15, when she was 15, 16. we were in a relationship, then we went to college, we broke up in college, and we got back together afterwards. So I've seen, bro, when I tell you I've seen this woman change so much, like she's constantly changing. Like there's stuff that she liked before that she don't even mess with now. Like she's constantly going through different changes and phases. And so you always gotta like be aware of what's happening and then choose to love that version, whether it's beneficial to you or not. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's sometimes where we mess up too. Sometimes we assume that everything that's happening in the relationship should be beneficial. Like it should be up to our betterment, but that's not it. Sometimes she'll go through changes that's like, damn, like I don't really even want to deal with that. But at the same time, like I love you, so I do have to figure out a way how to navigate that. Because at the same time, this is something that you want to do.
Facts.
You feel me? So we got to figure out how to make that work.
Just go back to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like love to me sometimes is knowing that you got to sacrifice yourself sometimes for the other person, but eventually it helps you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like a compromise.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I love you so much that you know what, you got it. Mm-hmm. You got it right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna sacrifice this because I do love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be able to sacrifice this. And I feel like sometimes that's what love looks like. Mm-hmm. If I can't sacrifice for somebody, then I don't truly love her. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. If I can't take the back seat for somebody that I say I love, I don't really love them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody got this artificial social media, reality TV show outlook on what love is based off of what they see.
Yeah.
And what they actually go through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People need to pick up and read a book. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where it's like, you know, in order to get the love that you feel like you deserve, you gotta be the love that you want to receive.
Yeah, that's a fact. You said something like the last time I fall in love would be the last time.
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
I feel like I don't have another heartbreak in me. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't feel like I got another heartbreak in me. So it's about being intentional and using discernment when you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Being just open with yourself, open to yourself, like giving yourself grace. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, if I'm going to talk to this woman, am I serious? Am I going to be serious? Let me go ahead and have this conversation with this woman. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We don't have to have the intention conversation the first week.
Yeah.
We don't have to have the intention conversation the first date. But listen, are you looking for love? Because if you're not, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I believe in sexual liberation. I believe in casual sex. I believe in all those things if you're being, if you're protecting yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, I do believe that casual sex doesn't last long. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep talking to somebody, you keep having, unless y'all linking up sex, boom, then y'all leaving.
Even then, bro.
Yeah, it's not gonna last long, especially if it's good. If it's good, you gonna want to lay down. You gonna want to stay right there. Y'all gonna be sitting right there chilling, talking. It's like, damn, I'm getting to know you. And, damn, I like you. And then the girl looking at you like, oh, damn, I like you. And you like, oh, we just having sex. Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, we not just having sex. Y'all building something subconsciously. Y'all are connecting. Y'all energies are aligning with each other. And it's like, unless you are aware that that's going on, I wouldn't go down that road. Mm-hmm. But I'm so non-judgmental. I don't care what people do. As long as you being sick while you doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just one of them things where it's like I don't have it in me.
What does intentional dating look like for you? So like you talked about like you see someone that's physically attractive, but also trying to understand who they are and like their character and all that kind of stuff. And you said you don't have to have the intentional conversation right away. What does that conversation look like to you? Like, are there certain questions you're asking?
Oh, for sure.
Like what?
It depends on the woman.
Okay.
But I'm also asking questions. She don't even know I'm asking the question.
Okay.
I'm asking questions and I'm looking for answers.
Okay.
Right?
What's a good one that you always ask? Or that's
so
a version of
your last relationship. What is it that you did wrong in the relationship without blaming him? At the end of the day, if she can't tell me nothing she did wrong, she ain't got no accountability. You know what? I ain't even messing with her. No accountability. I ain't even messing with her.
As soon as something happens, it's your fault.
If I'm talking to a woman, she got kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just listening to her. She constantly always talking about how her baby father ain't this, her baby father ain't that. I'm just looking at her like, you slept with him. That's a reflection of what you liked in the beginning. You feel me? So when I be like, you don't see nothing wrong with that. No, I'm just saying, I didn't know he wasn't going to show up. I didn't know. So he wasn't showing you those things before. Oh, nah, he wasn't. He ain't got no accountability. I know at some point, everybody shows you who they are at some point. It's up to you to either see it and do something about it, or you just ignore it because it's sexy. You feel me? So it's like, oh well, I'm gonna just ignore this. This something small. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, my baby father, he broke, he this, he that, he been struggling looking for a job before y'all had a baby. So you thought when y'all had a baby, it was gonna automatically change. Right. So now you blaming this man because this man don't have money. You been knew that, and you still slept with him. He been living with you. You feel what I'm saying? And now that y'all got a kid, you put him out. Or he ain't even got no place to go. Duh, he didn't have a place to go before y'all had sex. Before y'all had the baby. So at the same time, it's like, if I'm asking, I ask real small questions. And if they just answer wrong, I just be like, and I'm not looking for wrong answers either. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see the type of woman that I'm going to have to deal with in this moment. You feel what I'm saying? And how I can build with you. But if there's no accountability at all, it's not going to be accountability once I start liking you. You feel what I'm saying? It's always going to be my fault. It's always going to be everybody else's fault but yours. You feel me? And like I said, those red flags was there even with my son's mother. You feel what I'm saying? We talking to her, we got in one of the biggest arguments when I was first getting to know her on Facebook about her other son's father. The biggest argument.
Really? You was arguing with her about her other son's father?
Yeah, because I was like,
you was like defending him?
I was defending him. I was like, man, let the man see his kids. No, I'm about to play. I'm like, man, you wow. We ain't talked for like months. And then I went back. I was like, man, this before we got physical anything. And I went back. I was like, man, like, young, stupid. I was like, man, I miss you. I ain't miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just toxic. Like, oh yeah, I miss you. We got in an argument, man. I'm trying to see you. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's just like one of them things, like you get in an argument, then y'all make up, the sex is crazy. Like we already arguing even before we actually liking each other and with each other. Right. So the first time we had sex, it was like, dang, I was already mad at you. So it's like, damn, this. So then it became repetitive.
Like that toxic cycle.
In order to have the best sex, I gotta argue with you. I gotta beef with you. So now it's like I'm beefing with you all the time. And then we have sex all the time. So now I'm like, nah, it's lit. But I'm literally with you for sex. But I don't even see that I'm beefing with you all the time because all I'm trying to do is have good sex with you. I can't even have good sex with you outside of beefing with you. Now I'm trying to facilitate being parents, you know what I'm saying? Like she do an amazing job with my son as far as being a mother, showing up for him, doing a motherly thing. I try my best. I mean, anybody that know me know I don't even play about being a daddy. I'm a daddy. You feel what I'm saying? My son, anybody walk up, see my son, he like, yeah, that's my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like he know what's up. My oldest, he know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just one of them things like, you never stop learning as a parent. Yeah. And you never prepare for it. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how stable you are. When that kid come, it's going to shift everything. And you just got to start working on it every day. Yeah. Kids change. You know, I see so much in my sons now that when I was a youngin', I was doing positively though, right? That probably hurt my mother though. Like when I was 12 and I jumped off the porch and I wanted to do this, I wanted to be a kid. Like now I'd be going through that with my 13-year-old. He'd be like going pick him up for school, be like, all right, man, I got a nice car. I can come over your farmhouse, I got a nice crib. He'd be like, nah, I want to go home. We're getting on the train with my friends. I'm like, with your friend, but you can get a ride home, luxury. Yeah. He'd be like, nah, I want to be with my friends. And sometimes I be in my feelings, but I'd be like, dang, that's what my mother was going through. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a constant job every day, man.
Man, what's the number one lesson you try to instill in your son? Or both of your sons? You got two sons, right?
I got two boys.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna show up for you like you show up for yourself. With you, the grind that you put into your everyday is what gonna make you successful.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta sacrifice the now for later. You feel me? Like, you a kid. I get it. You want to be a kid. You want to grow. You want to have fun. You want to. Half of your friends right now not even gonna be your friends. Half of your friends right now they're gonna be dead. Half of your friends right now are going to either be more successful than you, or you're gonna be more successful than them, and it's gonna be some type of energy in between there that they not gonna like you for your success. Or you might look at them and be like, man, I was just beside you. And now you done took off on me. There's gonna be some type of resentment. So do what you gotta do now so you can put yourself in the best situation possible. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I feel like both of my sons' mothers have so many good qualities. But I feel like they also have certain qualities to whereas my sons, I mean, we supposed to look at our mothers and be like, I want my wife to be like my mother. And I feel like my sons have both sides. Both sides are like, oh, I want my wife to have this quality with my mother, but I don't want my wife to be like this in this aspect. In order to put yourself in a position where you can be a provider, where you can be a man, where you can have a woman that is going to actually listen and you're able to lead in the correct way, right? So many dudes be talking about, man, I need a woman that's going to submit this. If you're not doing anything for a woman to submit, you can't ask for those things. So you gotta, I teach my sons every day, you gotta put yourself in a position where you're the best leader. So you don't have to ask people to follow you. People just follow you. You feel me? So
I like that.
Just, you know what I'm saying, whether it's going to school, you know what I'm saying, you want to be the class clown, get your work done. Wait till recess. Wait till after school to crack a joke.
Yeah.
You might feel like you want to play in class right now, but trust me, you're going to be playing as a cashier at Walmart. And then, you know what I'm saying, no knock to nobody that's a cashier at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I heard Walmart got some good benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
But you're going to be looking at one of your friends that you was sitting right beside in school, and they be like, oh, yeah, man, you know, I went to college. I studied psychology, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my own business and all that. And you're going to be ringing up their groceries. Then they're going to walk away and you ain't going to see them for another 5 years. Or, you know what I'm saying? You got to treat people with respect because you never know who's going to be your boss.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
It didn't matter how. I was popular at every school I went to. Anywhere I went to, everybody liked me, or if you didn't like me, it didn't matter. But I was always the center of attention. But I always treated the people that people didn't see with respect.
Yeah.
I ain't care if you was gothic or nerd.
Yeah.
I don't care. With all the attention I was getting, I was walking up to people. They lockers, put my arm around, like, man, come on. So now everybody see, now you feel seen because people be fighting their own battles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids go to school, they not seen, they end up, you know what I'm saying, doing something to themselves because they just want people to see it. I knew that earlier. So it's like, you know what? I'm one of the top 5 popular kids in the school. You know what? I see you. Come hang with me. Come sit at the table with me. I've always been like that. Man, I don't care if you know me or if you don't know me. I'm sitting beside you. We're going to drink our milks together. You feel what I'm saying? So that makes them feel seen. That makes them walk away from it like, oh, Matt, cool. And so many people walk up to me now and be like, oh, I went to school with you. I don't even remember. They be like, yeah, man, you did this for me. Thank you. I'd be like, oh, that's what's up. And if my kids right there, my kids be looking at me, they might not ask me nothing.
But they
know
understand.
The type of father they got.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They know the type of father they got. So many people that don't walk up to my kids, like, man, your father was a good dude. You feel me? And if I die today or tomorrow, that's my legacy. That's my legacy to my kids. Of course, I want to be here for my kids. Of course, I want to take care of my kids. Of course, I want to set my kids up for everything. But as long as I leave this earth and my kids know that their father was a standard dude, that's all I care about.
You talked about the broken home thing.
Yeah.
And you having to like reteach or like, yeah, like kind of reteach your kids. What's something that you feel like you had to reteach them when you had them yourself?
So I feel like men and women, right? Men and women have this masculine and feminine thing, right? I feel like when it is a broken home, a lot of kids do usually be around their mothers more than their father.
Yeah.
Right? If that's how it's set up. I mean, I know dudes that got their kids full time than their mothers. Oh yeah, you get them week on, week off, or you know what I'm saying? The mother's the weekend parents. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of times the kids with the mothers, right? So it's a lot of emotional things, right? And I tell my kids all the time, it's okay to cry. Make sure what it is that you're crying about is important, right? I feel like we live in a world to where so many people tell black men, like, it's okay to be vulnerable. But then when we're vulnerable, they weaponize it and they use it against us, right? So I try to teach my sons how to control certain things. Control the things that you can't control, and the things you can't control, it's okay that you can't control it. You know, with my 6-year-old and me crying about, oh, it's time to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, why you want to be? I mean, why you crying? Because I gotta go to bed. Well, you want to go to school tomorrow, see your friends? Right? Yeah, what you crying for? I mean, daddy gotta go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you get older, I talk to my sons like they men. You feel me? Because the world ain't gonna be fed to them. You feel me? I allow them to be kids, but y'all gonna be men before y'all know it. And by the time y'all men, the generation will be even wilder than it is. So I grew up off of more than principles. I grew up around the dudes outside on the block will whoop you if you don't go to school. Now the dudes on the block there, man, come out here with us. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You feel what I'm saying? So because I grew up around stand-up men, stand-up men in my head back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I didn't have my father, me talking to my kids, it's like, listen, bro, ain't nobody gonna save you, bro. Ain't nobody gonna save you but yourself. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. I was raised like, oh, look, people gonna be there and show up, but primarily you gonna have to do it yourself, right? So when you at your mother's house and you crying because you want to get your way and you get it, that's gonna handicap you in life. You know what I'm saying? When you come over daddy's house, daddy gonna show you real life. We're gonna have fun. I'm the fun daddy. We're gonna do whatever it is that you want to do, but you gotta do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I tell my kids all the time, put your business first, your school first, and then you have fun after. You know what I'm saying? So when they come into my house and I see like these emotional traits, it's okay. These emotional traits are okay because it means that you feel. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay to feel. It's about what you do with them. You know what I'm saying? So if we crying about it, that ain't gonna put no money in your pocket when you get older. If you complaining about it, that ain't gonna put no money in your pocket when you get older. Do something about it. You feel me? Cool. You don't want to go to sleep right now? Cool. Give yourself a break. I'll give you 15 minutes. That ain't no big thing. It's 15 minutes. But you have to go to sleep. You gotta stop crying. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can cry yourself to sleep. It's up to you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's so many things that I use as teaching mechanisms for my kids and for my sons because I know how unfair the world is.
Yeah.
And even if their mothers don't understand because they not men, even if you don't like the way I parent, even if you don't like the way I daddy sometimes, it's okay because it's a balance. You feel me? They got both of their parents.
Yeah.
They got both of their parents that's going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like I be getting into my youngest son all the time about how I parent. But guess what? Look at my oldest. You know what I'm saying? My oldest not only respect me, but my oldest get good grades because I'm in his life. I talk to him. I pour into him. It ain't gonna be no different with my youngest. And my oldest, he saw me in a different capacity.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my youngest, I'm more communicative with him. With him than my oldest. With my oldest, I ain't had no patience. So yeah, you know, wasn't nothing. But when I came home from prison, I was like, look, you ain't doing that no more. I'm gonna treat you like this, you act like this. If you don't act like this, it's okay, I'm gonna still talk to you. So I'm big on talking to my kids now because it just take a little conversation to make sense to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, why am I crying? I don't know why I'm crying. Let me stop crying. But I break it down to them to where it's like, look what you doing. You show me? Back then, I couldn't have did that. I ain't had the mental capacity for that.
Do you feel like your female friendships have helped you to grow in that sense?
Yeah.
How so?
Just being compassionate.
Okay.
Just being patient. I got a lot of women friends and strictly platonic. I don't even play. Once I say you my friend or you my best friend, you're not even crossing those lines.
Yeah.
I ain't one of those, oh yeah, best friend, and we hunching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even play like that, right? So it's one of them things where, you know, when I'm dealing with my women friends and they come to me like, best friend or, you know what I'm saying, friend or whatever they call me, they like, man, I was dealing with this dude, he did this, he did that. I just be like, I'm like, man, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them close friends, right? I'm one of them best friends. Like, man, you dumb. Like, look, this is what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Kara, but Kara, no, don't call me on no dumb stuff. I'ma flat out tell you dumb, Slim, and you been dumb. But it's also the other side where it's like, yeah, it's also one of them other sides where it's like, you gotta know when to be quiet and just let them talk. You got to know sometimes how to respond because you know you're dealing with something so delicate. So me dealing with my kids, it's like they not even fully mature mentally to know a lot of things that they do. So you got to be patient with them and let them talk. You got to be patient with them and let them express themselves. And sometimes you got to sacrifice because you love them.
Yeah.
So you got to sacrifice your responses. You know they making a mistake, but sometimes you got to let them make those mistakes so they can learn.
Yeah.
So how you do that, how you navigate around that, it's like, all right, well, listen, man, I'm going to set you up to whereas I know you're going to make this mistake, but when you fall on your butt, it's a cushion it. So just being patient and being vulnerable and showing them it's okay to mess up. So yeah, that's my feet. That's how those relationships help me being a better father or softer.
You talked about Kira. When did you meet Kira?
I want to say 2019. I might be wrong. Well, I know it was 2019, 2018. Maybe it was 2018. We had a show in Baltimore. My fault.
You good.
And we had a show in Baltimore. That was my first time. And then I met her in Philly.
Okay.
So I talked to Kara about this all the time. It was a show that we had in Philly, me and a couple other artists, and it was Kara, right? And I just knew, like, it was a competition. Me, Kara, my man, the Pole Boy, he from Philly, shout out him, and a couple of other people. And I knew when it came down to it, I knew it was going to be me and
Kara?
Nah, I knew it was going to be me and the Pole Boy.
Oh, really?
This is me before, like, me and Kara close.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going to do a good job, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all all right.
Oh, you said that to her?
I said that. I was like, y'all all right. We all going to do a good job. But I feel like everybody just going to choose me and him. It's going to come down to me and him. So I was just looking at Kara like, whatever, you all right, you cool, you a poet. Not even knowing that Kara got all these accolades already, even by then. You feel me? Like, I mean, Kara, I've seen the growth and her evolving so much. But then when I ain't know it was just like, no, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up being me and the other dude, right?
Okay.
And it's so crazy because I look at it and I be like, dang, you really ain't think she wasn't that, man. And now that y'all are so close, and now it's like iron sharper iron. Kara makes me a better artist, and I feel like our relationship, those things make her a better artist. So, I love Kara. I love the relationship I got with her. I love how our relationship came about, how close it's got us.
She ain't get mad at you when you said that? Cause you said it straight, so she...
You know, Kara from New York, right?
Yeah.
So Kara probably like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Probably ain't even paying me no attention. Like, man, this man arrogant as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying attention to him. Like, he cool though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it was just one of them things where I feel like over time, it was a humbling experience for me.
Why?
You feel me? Because
then you learn more about, you learn more and you're like, oh, damn, I was tweaking.
Yeah, I was tweaking. But again, I wasn't a student of poetry back then.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really know who was in the field.
I ain't really
you just knew you was nice.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Like I tell people all the time, I'm a student to this day. I didn't grow up on poetry.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't go to college and get a major in literacy and all this stuff. A lot of poets go to school and you know, they break down metaphors and similes, and I'm just God gifted.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just one of them things where it's like, once I start actually paying attention to Kara, the closer and closer we got, and the things that me and her done been through, whether it was with other artists, and just how we look at the poetry game, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's humbling, you know what I'm saying, to see where she at, to see where I'm at, and seeing how close we are, you know what I'm saying? And the changes in both of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cause she got it,
Definitely was looking at Kara like, man, what? Yeah, my man about to get up here, about to be the last two contestants. Y'all cool, but I don't even know who y'all is. I just know. Just Kara being from where she from, I know in the back of her head, she's like, it's like, oh yeah, man.
Nah, for a fact. For a fact. I'm surprised because she ain't say nothing to you.
Well, like I said, 2019 through 2018. And for real, if you ask her, if Kara was sitting right here, she probably wouldn't even recall it. That's probably how much unbothered she was when I said it.
Word.
You feel what I'm saying? It was just one of them things where it's like either it just went over her head or she just probably wasn't paying attention to me. She probably like, man, I'm about to get up here and kill you. You feel me? So it just but I don't really like competitions. I don't really like you know, poetry. Who had the best form? Who lived the most traumatic situation? And I don't like doing that. So it's like with me, it's like that's why I'm real big on spoken word and not slang.
And that's what you do, right? With your trap poetry?
Spoken word, always spoken word. Don't get me wrong, I could push my pen and do slam. I like to be versatile, right? So I like to dibble and dabble in so many different type of genres of poetry. There's anything such. I like to work on my cadence and my delivery sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people like, well, you know, my name Matt Capone. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to call myself Matt the Poet. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it boxes me into just being a poet. Matt Capone, I could be a model, I could be an actor, you know what I'm saying? I could be anything that I want to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I like that.
Yeah, that's just you know.
We got a segment on the podcast where we ask questions to get more of a deeper understanding of like things that you've gone through. And the reason why we created this segment is because we had one of my friends, his friend, passed by suicide this year. And so my friend was like, yo, bro, you gotta, like, I know you got the platform and you talk about mental health and stuff, but you gotta ask deeper questions. And you just have to talk about this stuff more. So like now every time I have a guest, I try to ask these questions. So is it cool with you if we get deeper?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I mean, you know, you gonna be cool with the answers?
No,
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you all the way.
For sure. That's all right. That's what I want. So first question I got for you, bro, is have you ever experienced depression or suicide ideations? If so, when? And if now, how are you dealing with it?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Depression or suicide ideation? Both. How you dealing with that? And why were you experiencing that? Like what's going on right now?
So first I'm gonna go into how I'm dealing with it. I feel like I always have my patches to where it's like I get down. Right? I know it's better coming for me. As long as I keep doing the things that I'm supposed to, as long as I keep working as much as I'm supposed to, as long as I keep being a good father and a good person, you feel me? Like, so I know it don't last long. You feel me? Sometimes I just don't be feeling like I care. Like I care about my kids. But outside of that, I just be looking like, I don't really care about that, right? And a lot of people like, well, you know, you care about yourself. I ain't really care about myself before I had kids. Right? So I feel like a lot of my purpose came into my kids, right? Like, okay, I got kids, I gotta live for my kids. Gotta do this, I gotta be here for my kids. When my kids get old, I gotta be around, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they can have somebody to lean on and talk to. I can't take myself out because if I take myself out, then they won't start thinking about taking themselves out when like they're hard and well, my father did it, right? But outside of caring for my kids and showing up for my kid, like, I don't really care. If I ain't had kids, I know I'd be dead or dead. For a fact, I ain't got nothing to care about. You feel me? So it's like, oh, well, you got family. Like, yeah, family be all right. They still got their lives. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got to talk to me every day. When I was in prison, I talked to people once a month. I had a lot of money on my books. I ain't kidding, reach out to people. You feel me? I just was trying to live in the moment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. If I'm gonna be in prison, I'm gonna be all the way in prison. You feel what I'm saying? I'm 100% invested in being here and getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? So those relationships on the outside, it's like, I get to them when I get to them, if I get to them. You feel me? But outside of kids, it ain't really too much. I feel like I be living for. Poetry for me, the poetry cool, but after poetry, what I'm doing? So just going through like loss and losing friends, and I know we spoke about me losing my grandmother. My grandmother breathes different. You feel me? Because she was 90. She lived a long life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? In the back of my head, I was preparing myself for it anyway. I had those conversations with my grandmother. You feel me? But dealing with losses and knowing that, like I said, I don't have no friends around me that's successful. And the friends that I do have around me successful, I do have friends that are successful, but not over 40. You feel me? I don't know nobody that made it to 40 that's my actual immediate circle that ain't dead. You feel me? So when I see the people that's closer to me dying and stuff like that, it's like, when is gonna be my turn? If it ain't gonna be my turn, or when it is my turn, how does it gonna look? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, knowing that they had kids, it's like you're a reflection of the people you hang around. Them a lot of times, your friends, your biggest influence. So if my friends around me dropping and dying, it's like eventually it's gonna happen too. So thinking like that, like it be putting me in a space of what I'm even doing, what I'm doing for.
Right. And be making you feel like it's not worth it. Cause everybody around you already passed. So like this life thing is like fickle.
And but the answer always comes back to my kids.
Okay.
But it gotta be something other than my kids.
That's what I was going. That's where my next question was going. But before I even get there, bro, when I say suicide ideations, or actually when you say you experience suicide ideations, what does that look like? Is that like I had a plan, or like you just like really just like, man, I don't really want to be here?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Both. Like, I just sat in my house probably like for a week straight. I ain't move. Just in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Maybe I get up eat. You know what I'm saying? Leave the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it looks for somebody to be depressed, and people know that ain't even me. I'm real clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walk in my house, oh, his dishes all right there. Your bed ain't made. Pillows on the ground in the living room. Coming in there, I got all the blinds closed. You know what I'm saying? Like, classic signs of, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through it.
Yeah.
And it ain't for me to be dramatic. It's like, I get up and smile, be like, oh, bro, I don't care, bro. Man, sit down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move this plate. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and sit down, bro. I ain't got crumbs right here. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I feel like to other people will look at me like, bro, you got so much going on. You got so much that you're doing. Like, bro, you always smiling. You always laughing. They was like, bro, like, I be real, I fight in certain things, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors. Like, things get overwhelming. Like, I do a lot of stuff by myself. I book these venues, I book shows, I book the artists, I travel, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of this person. And it's like, who won't take care of me? Well, look, I ain't got nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? I be like, all right, that's cool. You know, I got people that love me. I got people that will show up for me, but I'm doing all this by myself. So sometimes it get overwhelming, and then I don't be wanting to be bothered. Then when I don't want to be bothered, I'm by myself. All these thoughts are catching up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, my man that I lost last year, I saw so much, and he was doing so much positive. He did so much positive stuff for the community. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you had a kid. You was around him all the time. You was at his football games. You was happy for him. I pull up on the wheel, just fellowship, just randomly. You know, we both like the same things. And when he got killed, it's like, that's you, bro. Like, that's you. You feel me? Like, not saying on Baby Boy when Tyrese was about to kill Snoop Dogg and then his face changed to Tyrese, like, you killing yourself type shit. You feel me? Even though that's not the same situation, it's like, when I looked at him and when he died, it's like, bro, that's you died, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if he ain't make it, if he died under these same circumstances, what makes you think you different? And it's not even the fact of I'm scared to die. I'm scared of failing before I die.
Explain that.
I'm scared of not being able to take care of my kids or set my kids up before I pass. I feel like it's right around the corner. And it's like, you know, people will be like, oh, where is power in manifestation? It's like, yeah, but I seen so many positive people speak positivity on their life and they still get killed. It's like, man, you die in a car accident, you know what I'm saying? But when you get killed, you feel me? Like, when somebody shoots you, when somebody kill you, like, somebody, like, it's a different type of feeling. So now I'm looking at all these senseless deaths going on around me. It's like, why am I in the middle of stuff? Like, you can look at it like, oh, well, you know, you got something greater for you coming. Right? Well, when everybody dying the same way around you, for the most part, and these people that's close to you, it's like,
you start feeling like, man, this is me. This could be me.
When is it gonna be you? Not even this is when is it gonna be me? When is it gonna be me? So sometimes, like a lot of times, I tell my friends I ain't scared to go outside, but anything can happen outside. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I know what I'm gonna do in situations like that. Those same situations could end me in the same very situations that I don't want to be in. So I'll be like, man, you know, if I die for chewing on the Snicker bar in the house, all right, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do so much good in the world, and then I die so senselessly, and then it's so many people that look up to me and they feel like, well, what they doing for me? It happened to Matt Capone. It can happen to me. So the pressure be having me depressed. You know what I'm saying? Not being a good father based off of things that I've been through has me depressed. You know what I'm saying? When I'm getting in certain conversations, maybe with one of my son's mother, and like they got me questioning if I'm a good father or not. You know, kids don't know what they doing, you know what I'm saying? They look at daddy and be like, well, my father give me whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? Like if I ask them, yeah, but other than our own, I don't really want to be around you. I want to be over my mother's house because I can do what I want over my mother's house. You feel me? But now I'm saying right there, like, do my kids love me? You feel what I'm saying? Or do they just love what I can do for them? You feel me? It's like, it's just one of them situations. I'd be like, dang, well, maybe when my son mother do get angry, she do say stuff to show me an article. Maybe it's true. You feel me? So now I'm just lying right there and I'm just questioning myself. My mind running 100 miles per hour. But now when things slow down in my mind, everything hitting.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed because it slowed my mind down, and everything that I've been through negatively, that's all I'm thinking about. So like when I'm by myself and I'm depressed, like it's like just devil whispering in my head, like, go ahead, do it. You can do it. You can do it, like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody miss you, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, do it. You didn't. But it's just something where like, nah.
What takes you out of that?
Literally my kids.
Your kids.
That's the only thing. That's why I said if I
you need more. You need more than that, though.
I do need more than that.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like you have a purpose in life outside of your kids? Like, we know your kids. Outside of your kids, you feel like you have a sense of purpose. Like, do you feel like you've been put on this earth to do something?
I feel like my purpose is I've been put on this earth to help other people.
Okay.
Right? In whatever capacity it is. It doesn't matter if it's healing people. It doesn't matter if it's just being that person that people could look at and be like, look, this person inspired me, right? But I feel like if my purpose is for other people, what do I have to myself? And I really don't feel like I ain't got nothing to myself.
You're struggling with a sense of self-worth. And you stop me if I'm wrong. Okay, so like if anything I'm saying is not making sense, bro, just stop me. So I feel like I'm hearing like you're struggling with a sense of self-worth. Like on the outside, people look at you and they're like, yo, man, you done all this great stuff. You got all this good stuff going on. But for you internally, like you're seeing certain things that are making you question whether or not what you're portraying on the outside is actually true. Is that accurate or no?
You there.
Okay. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because the other part of that I'm trying to get you to, or trying to help you to like realize, is that your self-worth it's never gonna come from what your kids do, what baby mama say, what people say about you. It's always gonna come from internally, bro.
Right.
You feel me? Because I had that too. Like, bro, when I tell you, bro, I'm young, people look at me, they look at the platform, they see what we got with the platform. I got a job outside of this. Like I take care of my responsibility. Like I got a lot of stuff going on, bro. But I was still like, in a sense, kind of like where you at, where like depressed, not having a sense of self-worth. Not because I don't have nothing, not because my life is not good and like because I don't have money or whatever the case may be, but just because internally, like I was just messed up. Like the way I thought about things was just like, not for lack of better words, wrong. You feel me? Like I could get something good coming in and like I just wouldn't even really like acknowledge it. I couldn't even really like, I couldn't even really see that was like a good thing. It would just be my internal compass was just messed up, bro. And so I'm saying that to say, bro, like, bro, I could tell from the conversation I'm having with you, bro. First of all, energy is real. One, like energy is very real. Like, so when you sat down, for some reason, I kept just thinking about, like, even when you was talking about your grandmother passing, I kept feeling like this sense of death, bro. And I couldn't understand why I was feeling this until you just mentioned that. Because, like, it's something that I can tell it's something that you think about a lot before you even said it, bro. And I didn't want to say that because I felt like it was a weird thing. Yeah. But I'm glad we having this conversation now, because I kept feeling this sense. I'm like, yo, why do I keep feeling that? And so I wanted to tell you this, bro. Like, one, yes, I know you know manifestation is real. I already know you know that, bro. But you have to change the way that you think about the situations that's happening right now and what's going on. Because just because that, and I know this is it's a terrible grief. A lot of stuff has happened. You've gone through a lot of loss. It's terrible, bro. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's going to be you. Yeah. And I feel like part of what you're dealing with right now, too, is survivor's remorse as well. It's like knowing that all of this stuff has happened to people around you and you still here.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you still here is like, damn, like, so what am I doing here? Yeah. If it's not for my kids, then maybe I don't even need to be here, because all these other people here that was doing great stuff, they not even here. Yeah. You feel me? So that's why I'm saying internally, bro, you gotta flip that. And I think part of the solution is what you tell yourself about the situation. So what I was telling you earlier before we even got on camera, I was like, yo, bro, you do a great job reframing. That's a great skill that you have. Like, you was talking about some of the situations that you went through, and you were like, yeah, but now I look at it this way. I was like, damn, you look at it like that, because I'm looking at it like this. Me and Mac was like, yo, we looking at it like completely differently. You were like, nah, I look at it this way. So the same way you could do that with those situations, you got to take that and apply it to, like, the grief and, like, the things that you're dealing with when it comes to the loss. Because when I was going through my depression, bro, I went through maybe 3 to 6 months worst time of my life, bro. I don't wish depression on nobody, bro.
In fact.
You feel me? It is the worst experience that you could ever go through as a human being, because you could have everything going right for you and you still don't understand why you feel terrible. Cloudy, for sure. So what I wanted to tell you, bro, is like, when I was going through my depression, reframing what I was dealing with helped me a lot, bro. So reframe, bro. That's why I was mentioning that to you, because you reframe a lot. But I think this situation, you're having a hard time reframing it. So you got to reframe it, bro. You got to change the way that you look at it from like, yo, I don't know nobody around me that's 40 that's doing well, to I could be that person that at 40, 45, 50 is doing well, that shows other people, shows not only your sons, but like other fathers. When you talk about your foundation, your nonprofit, that shows other fathers, this is what's possible. Like, this is what's possible when you don't give up on yourself. This is what's possible when you actually invest time and money into your growth and what you got going on, and you actually do what you say you want to do, bro. Like, you could be that person. So although you don't actually see it, maybe that's God saying like, yo, bro, your purpose is to actually show this in the community in maybe different aspects. And on top of that, you could actually put yourself in a situation where you have people around you, like, because it's all choices, bro. You could put yourself in a situation where you choose to be around different people that show you what's possible at that age. Because when I was like 20, 21, I had never, outside of NBA players and like athletes and rappers, I ain't know about no black millionaires. I ain't never seen nobody black that was a millionaire that's just doing just being a regular black person. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that until I got on social media. And that changed my whole mindset about what's possible for us. Like, yo, I could actually be a millionaire without having to go be an athlete, without having to go be a rapper. So what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying this to you is like, yo, bro, like you mentioned multiple times, like, I don't got nobody around me that's over 40 that's like successful. That's a choice. You could choose to find some people, bro. Like, you could find whether it be on like social media, whatever the case may be, you could find somebody that like inspires you in that way. And you don't even necessarily have to be around them or like reaching out to them all the time, but like that could be like, okay, cool, this person has done that. And I know some people out here too, bro. I don't know if they 40, but I know some people out here that's like doing stuff that's black, that's doing well, bro. So like,
I think in that sense, I meant also like people that like
come from where you come from. Oh, okay, yeah, I feel you.
And I grew up with. I mean, I know a lot of dudes getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of dudes just successful, but like
Do you
in my
relate to
circle.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I see dudes that I got a close friend that's successful. He got the 2 houses, the nice car. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in that life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'll make it to 40. I mean, God willing. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, it's like, ain't nobody there yet. But I mean, I receive everything you're saying. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part about it is I know these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I mean, you know, I just had my
sometimes you're getting your moments.
I just get in my moments, and I in those times where I get in my moments, I give myself time to feel.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, you depressed right now. It's okay that you depressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what you do with it. You feel me? Like, it's like, I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to have no pistol on me.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, you know, like, cause it'd be just that one time where I'm in that moment and I'm actually listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, let me go ahead. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nah, like I'm good. I'm gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
I know my family gonna be good. I know, you know what I'm saying? Whatever purpose that I got, I know it's gonna show. So I know all these things. I tell myself all these things. It's just like sometimes it just be hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, the survivor's remorse.
Yeah.
Like, I look at, you know what I'm saying, a lot of those deaths. And the biggest thing about a lot of the deaths of my friends, I talked to them before they died.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, I talked to my man 3 hours before he died.
Mm-hmm.
I told my man the day before he was gonna get killed. I'm like, man, somebody gonna kill you, bro. You keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
The next day you die. You feel me? So it's like, you know, like, I'm so close to the death because it's like, you know, people be like, oh yeah, well, I talked to him last week. I talked to you 3 hours right before you get killed. Oh, bro, I'm gonna holler at you later. All right. I wake up, oh yeah, so-and-so got killed a couple of hours ago. And I'm like, oh, out my face. I just got off the phone with her. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when my man got killed, I was at a poetry show in Philly, and I had talked to him the day before. I'm like, yeah, my man, what I will do. I'm like, bro, you keep doing that. Somebody gonna kill you, bro. You think you smart. You laughing. You supposed to come to Philly with me. So he like, man, you know, I wish I would have went with you, bro. I just need to get out the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Next time you need to come and do what you say you're gonna do. Like, all right, cool. Walking into a poetry show, my man called me like, yeah, shawty gone. I'm like, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? So now anytime my men around me, that's like, bro, I'm trying to get out the city.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, whatever it is you talking about, yeah, bro, this came up now. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Because the last nigga that told me he was gonna come out the city with me and he was gonna go to another state and he knew he was supposed to. He probably knew what he had going on. He probably knew somebody wanted to get
Yeah, he knew.
You feel what I'm saying? I told him the day before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how healing over so many deaths and so in a small amount of time look like, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like, which one you deal with first?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You deal with your man, you deal with your other man, you deal with your other man, you deal with your man that killed himself, you deal with your grandmother, you deal with your godbrother, you deal with your other man that you know is in the streets. Like, who death you deal with? Is it synchronization? Is it like, you know, I'm gonna deal with this one, then I'm gonna deal with this one. But then while you dealing with all those, somebody else gonna die. You know somebody else gonna die. You know what you used to live like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you live now, you know what I'm saying? It's a part of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of it. So separating yourself from that. But that don't change the relationship that you got with people.
Right.
So you know somebody, how you deal with that. So I think a lot of that stuff be y'all like catching up to me. And like I said, you know, just questioning, you know what I'm saying, the type of father I am based off of certain things that's being told me. Sometimes, you know, you keep telling somebody the same thing over and over. You keep, you know, talking down to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody started to question like, nah, like, what you saying that I ain't saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got so many people that be like, nah, they tripping. That ain't you. We see this.
Yeah.
It's like, you know this. You know how your kids love you. You know how your 6-year-old look up to you. You know how you not know these things, but it's like,
it's hard.
Yeah.
So this the other part of it that I was gonna say, bro, outside of the reframing, is affirmations, because you just touched on why affirmations are important.
Man.
You know what I mean by affirmations?
Affirmations, what it is that you tell yourself, or reassuring yourself, in positive ways, and
basically.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that is because if you getting a lot of negative reinforcement, eventually, bro, it don't matter how much you got. Like you gone, like you said, you gonna believe that.
Yeah,
that's why it's important for you when you like outside of that. You got to be telling yourself, like, nah, I'm a good dad.
Yeah.
Like, you got to literally affirm yourself, whether it's in the mirror, whatever the case may be, like, really out loud say, like, nah, I'm a good dad. I'm a good person, whatever the case may be. Because if not, bro, if the only messages that you're hearing about yourself is coming from other people that don't believe that about you, you're going to start believing it. It don't matter how good you are, bro. So you got to start affirming yourself. Unless you're already doing it. Are you doing that right now or no?
No, I tell myself every day I tell myself every day I'm a good father.
Okay.
I know how much my sons love me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody need to tell me how much my sons love me. When my sons do certain things and me and their mothers might not see eye to eye, they might not like the way that our fathers, my kids remind me all the time, like, Daddy, you good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Daddy, we see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we shouldn't have to see what's going on.
Yeah.
We know what's up.
Yeah.
We know you here. We know you there. Because y'all got friends in schools that can't even talk about their father. Can't even call their father.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to my son's school, their friends walk up to me. I'm like, oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I know the type of man that I am.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I know that if I die today or tomorrow, the type of impact that I have on the world. But I also be like, life go on for anybody after they die.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody else. You feel me? So it's like, it's one of them things where I consistently want to, like, what type of impact or what type of legacy do I want out? Leaving my kids, but also leaving other people the way it's, even when I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, I'm still living.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of them things, man, every day, you know. It's a everyday thing, but you know, that's why I look at older people and I be like, they so wise. Because they go through the depression, they go through the up and down, they go through the adversities and stuff like that. You know, they get to a point where it's like whatever, because now they know how to deal with it. It's like my grandma, 90 years, you went through 90 years of BS, and you also went through 90 years of good things too. So you were so wise because you're like, man, you get older, you stop tripping off the things you can't control. You can't control it if we get depressed. You always gonna get depressed. Just about if you stand in it. So going back to, it's a difference between being hurt and staying hurt. It's different between being depressed and doing something about it, or staying depressed and just be like, you feel me? So I know. Like I said, it's definitely one of them things where, you know, I give myself an affirmation. So, you know, got up yesterday, I was like, man, let me clean up. Let me put myself in a better space so I can feel good. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me open up these blinds. You know, they say the devil sit in the dark. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm sitting right there in the dark. He right in my ear. You feel me? Let me open up these blinds. I can't even see no more. You feel me? I got something to look forward to. So that's where I'm at. And it's just, you know, it's a process, but everything in life it.
Yeah, I appreciate the honesty though, bro. For real.
Already.
Do you pray? Or no?
I do pray.
You pray every day or no?
So what I believe in, you're supposed to pray 5 times a day.
Okay.
I try to get my prayers in.
Okay.
I could be a whole lot more consistent. I'm more spiritual than I am religious. So, you know, I feel like a talk with God is between just y'all, so it don't matter how.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where it's like, you know, I pray for understanding a lot.
Yeah.
Be praying for, like, man, look, help me make this make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, clear it up for me, because I can't do it myself. I know I can't do it myself. No matter how much I try to do so much myself, it's like, man, do this one for me. You know what I'm saying? Look out for me, or, you know what I'm saying? How do I navigate around this? So I know, but yeah, you know, I pray as much as I feel like I could do a whole lot more praying.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I can. It don't even matter if it's like, what's up, God? Like, let me. 5 second, 13 second conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, I can definitely, like, challenge myself to, like, have a better relationship, with God through prayer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I can definitely do that. But I'm gonna answer your question, yeah.
Yeah, I would say for sure. Not, and this is not to say like this is gonna solve all your issues, right? Like, because I don't. When we talk about prayer, I know I always want to be very delicate with that because I don't want people thinking that I'm saying like just pray your problems away, and that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I always think about things from like my perspective and like what I personally went through, how I got through my depression and suicidal ideations. And for me during that time, I was very angry at God, bro. I was like, yo, I don't be doing nothing to nobody. I'm not out here like beating people up and like being negative and just like, I'm really just trying to take care of myself and do good in the world. Why am I going through all this? You feel me? So I had a lot of like anger and frustration and resentment. And that was leading me to not pray as much, or like my prayers would be like skewed. And so that's why I was asking you if you pray, just to think about your prayer life, because not to say it's going to solve your problems, but what it will do is the purpose piece that we were talking about, like it'll help you with that for sure. Because we can't get purpose from anywhere else, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. No, I can't tell you what your purpose is. I would never even try to do that.
Yeah.
The only way you can get purpose is through God.
Yeah.
God to put that on your heart. Like, yo, listen, you got to start this foundation. You got to start this nonprofit. You got to do this work. But you don't really get there. Like, you kind of get there through real life. And you have people that will sometimes come in that are like angels that you don't really even know that'll plant the seed.
Yeah.
But when you really spend that time in solitude, kind of like what you talked about when you were in prison, spending time in solitude, when you spend that time in solitude and you're praying, it opens up, for me personally, it opens up pathways where God could then speak to you. Yeah. And then he'll make it so that you run into somebody that'll then tell you like, yo, bro, oh, you want to start the foundation? Like, oh, I got this thing. Like, I can show you how to do this thing. And then it becomes way easier. And now you're seeing your purpose be manifested because you're spending time through prayer. So I'm saying that to say like, yo, part of there's a study that says that men that don't know their purpose are more likely to experience depression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have part of your purpose right now in your sons, and that's great. But you also already know, like we already talked about, like having more than that is important for you too. So like, I think that prayer work, bro, however you get it in, bro, like just spend some more time in that for sure. Cause I feel like it'll help unlock a few things for you as far as like what you should be doing. And then also make it easier for you to do those things where it doesn't feel like an extra burden. Cause that's another part of it too. Like, nobody wants to like, yes, if I know my purpose is this thing, it's great if I know my purpose, but then I got to spend extra time and energy into doing these things when I've already got all this other stuff going on. Yeah, I know it don't sound good. So like, for me personally, when I started this platform, like we started this in 2020, I had a job, you know, I still have that job. I had a bunch of stuff going on. COVID was happening. Like, so you can imagine.
Yeah, already. So
it was a lot of stuff happening. But like throughout this whole time we've had this platform, we haven't really had we have periods where it's like it's super busy and like it's stressful or whatever the case may be. But as far as like getting what we need to get done, God puts things in our way, bro. We'll meet people like Kira out there and tap us in with you. Like, I never have to go force a guest. In fact, when a guest is not like responsible, whatever the case may be, we'll try maybe 1-2 times. But if after that, I'm like, all right.
Because it ain't for you.
It ain't for me. Because I know God is aligning my steps. You feel me? So I would say stay prayed up, bro, because God will align some things for you. And then on top of that, when you're going through these things right now, like it may not make sense right now, bro. And sometimes it's not supposed to make sense right now. Sometimes it takes like 2-3 years for you to understand why you even went through the thing in the first place. Sometimes God will put you through some things and it's like, damn, man, like you going through it, you're like, man, why the hell? Because that's how it was, bro. I was like, yo, why the hell am I going through this, bro? I don't do nothing to nobody. And then 2-3 years down the line, actually like maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, we started Express Yourself Black Man. I had no intentions of starting that. But I had to go through what I went through when I was 18, 19 for me to have the understanding of what depression and suicidal ideation look like, so that when I talk to somebody that's like you, that's going through it, I don't stumble up because you telling me that you got a plan, because I know what it's like. You feel me? I can be real about the fact that I went through it, and we can have a real conversation and that can help people. You feel me? So I feel like sometimes the pain that you're going through is not just for you. It's for you to be able to navigate it, understand how it feels, but then also in the future, use that when you 40, 45, 50, whatever the case may be, to help somebody else that may be just like you. You never know. Yeah. You turn 40, you could really be having a conversation with somebody randomly, and they could be going through all the same things you was navigating when you was 35. You'd be like, damn.
I see it now, man.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, like this is exactly why I went through that. Yeah. So I could be able to help maneuver this person through it right now that's in the murky waters that really don't know how to get out of it, bro.
Yeah.
So sometimes the pain you're going through, not even for you, bro.
Oh, for sure. I tell people a lot of times, sometimes your karma ain't your karma. It might be somebody else's karma that's close to you, and guess what? Because you're a part of them, you're going to get their karma. So you got to watch how you surround yourself, because some of the things that happen to us, I mean, it's for us because clearly it's happening to us. But some of the things that you probably been through in your life, you probably didn't warrant that. Yeah. The person you was beside probably did something, and now it's catching up to that, like catching up to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like I said, man, that's why in therapy, like, it's one of them things, like, I know what you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? And I receive it, and like I'm on the same page. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on the same page for sure. And I know, you know what I'm saying, one day I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna be like, yeah. You know, a lot of times when I go on vacation, when I'm sitting right there on the balcony and I'm looking at the blue waters, I ain't started getting on plane until 2019. Like the first time. You feel me? I ain't know nothing but Southeast, Suitland, Maryland, like, you know, I ain't know nothing but the circumferences in my neighborhood. But once I came home from prison, I got off the box. I was like, let me go see the world. And that, just like that little girl that broke my heart, it opened my eyes to heartbreak. This traveling stuff opened my eyes to, it's a bigger world. Yeah. And there's certain place that you can get to as long as you keep doing what you're doing. Because if it wasn't for poetry, I probably wouldn't have traveled at all. Yeah. But poetry done opened up so many doors. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the new poetry full time. So this is how I provide and put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? I got so many people in my life that do pour into me and that do help me. You know what I'm saying? I got a good community. I got good people in my life. But it's like, if it wasn't for poetry, like, I probably wouldn't have met a lot of these people. So people would be like, oh, how did poetry save your life? That's how it saved my life. You feel me? Like, it saved my life because I'm still alive. You feel me? If I ain't had poetry, if I ain't had my kids, I'd be dead. So poetry literally saved my life.
Have you ever had a time where you felt misunderstood? Like, deeply misunderstood?
In a relationship, yeah. But to everybody else, no, because I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if people understand me or not. I understand myself.
When you say in a relationship, what that look like?
I'm talking and I'm speaking with logic, and this person is speaking with emotion. So I'm trying to make sense to this person, but this person ain't receiving it because it ain't for them to receive. You feel me? But I'm like, why don't this make sense? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not crazy. I know if I talk to 10 other people, they'd be like, you right. But to this person, it ain't getting through.
How you navigate that?
Just understanding that everything ain't for everybody, and knowing that sometimes you might align yourself with people that you never was supposed to align yourself with. So trying to break through to somebody is just not gonna happen. You know, try and get through a brick wall when you're not a ghost ain't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be Casper to get through that wall. You know what I'm saying? We solid, you ain't getting through no brick wall. So trying to talk through a brick wall is like at no point. And I did that for so long. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure the person probably feel the same thing. Like, oh, I'm expressing myself to you and you ain't getting it because you over there thinking logically. Everything, and I've learned to this day, everything, you can't deal with everything logically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's feelings and a lot of things that people do. So once you try to bring logic into it, when your first initial movement was emotional, now you're trying to be logical about it, it just don't make sense. So you got to have a balance of both. Yeah. You feel me? You can't just face everything with logic, because, you know what I'm saying, feelings and emotions are real. So trying to talk to a woman and trying to be like, well, listen, man, if you do this, this is what's supposed to happen. They not going to understand that, because the reason why they did what they did was because they felt some type of way. Yeah. So you gotta be man enough to be like, all right, this person's feelings are valid, and It doesn't matter if it makes sense to me or not.
Yeah.
How do we come to understanding how to deal with it?
Mm-hmm.
I think for so long, I just looked at things like, oh, it don't make sense to me, so it don't make sense.
Right.
And that was a selfish way of thinking. So going back to the whole sacrifice thing, clearly I didn't love that person because I didn't sacrifice how I felt to feel how they felt.
You didn't have the empathy for that. Yeah, right. I got you. I got one last question for you, bro. Mm-hmm. So we have a tradition on our podcast for Black men that are listening to the episode, or anybody that's listening to the episode, and they going through something, like they struggling with something. It could be anything. We ask our guests to speak to a Black man that's struggling, and like, what would you say to him? So like, if you had like, there's somebody in this room right now that was like struggling with what, it could be anything that's on your mind. It could be the same thing that you're dealing with right now.
My number one thing is, when I tell people all the time, man, you gotta keep going. No matter what, you feel me? When you keep going, then you get over that hump. If you don't keep going, then that's when you stagnate. And stagnant is a dangerous place to be. You feel me? So whatever life throw at you, you know what I'm saying? Life is adversity 24/7. Nobody, I don't care how much money you got, everybody's going through something. So you got to keep going. You got to find the motivation. You got to find those little things that make sense to you and that give you purpose so you can keep going. But if you don't keep going, everything stops. When everything stops, all those things that we call demons catch up to us. So I mean, so you got to keep going so you can rise above that. So that's the biggest thing, right? Just keep going. The biggest thing I tell anybody.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. How do people tap in with you? Can you tell them anything that you got coming up? Do you got any events coming up? I know you got the tour. Man. Talk about the tour, how people could find you. All this, bro.
Man, you can follow me on social media at Matt, M-A-T-T, 3_ Capone, C-A-P-O-N-E. You could Google me, TikTok. Man, you can follow me everywhere but home, man. Yeah.
Bro, I appreciate you, brother.
Already.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you are planning an event or you are part of your organization's Black employee group and you are interested in having dope Black mental health professionals or myself come in and do a speaking engagement or a workshop or a keynote address or a panel, please click the link in our bio on Instagram or TikTok, scroll down and click book us for speaking and brand deals and fill out the form available on our website. Once you fill out the form, one of our team members will get back to you about how we can collaborate and create something dope for your organization. This is an unparalleled opportunity. We are currently the largest Black men's mental health platform, and we have a few slots available for our calendar year, and we would love to partner with you to create something dope for your organization if it makes sense for both parties, right? So go to the link in our bio, scroll down, click book us for speaking and brand deals, and fill out that form. If you're not on Instagram, the link should be linked in our description of this episode. And it is also on our website. If you go to expressyourselfblackman.com/speaking-brand-deals. That's expressyourselfblackman.com/speaking-brand-deals. If you are looking for a therapist, a Black therapist, and you've had a hard time finding one, you've jumped from therapist to therapist, or you just don't know how to find a therapist, we are teaching a free webinar. It's completely free, taking you from not knowing how to find a therapist, not knowing where to search for therapists, struggling with finding good therapists for you, not knowing what to look for in therapists, teaching you all of those different things, and also giving you the opportunity at the end of the webinar to be connected with one of our safe haven healers who are Black mental health professionals so that you do not have to go through the struggles of finding a Black therapist alone anymore, right? So if you're interested in that, you want to get connected with a Black mental health professional at the end of the webinar, or you just want to learn how to find a Black therapist by yourself, you can sign up for the free webinar. It's linked in our bio on Instagram and TikTok. You just click that free webinar link. Once you click the link in our bio and fill out the form. You can also find it on our website at expressyourselfblackman.com/links and fill out the form there for our next webinar session. If you're not interested in any of that, right, but you know someone that may be interested in it, all we ask is that you please share it. If you want some of the merch that we show on the platform all the time, that we're wearing on the platform all the time, you can shop it at shop.expressyourselfblackman.com. And once again, we just want to say thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting us. Please, if you are on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, comment. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please leave a review. It helps us out greatly. Thank you so much for your support. We're wishing you nothing but the best and sending you and your family and your loved ones love and light. Peace.
Sometimes I know you feel like you ain't got nobody to speak to. A shoulder to lean on somebody you could preach to. No, you need to hear it, my brother, I love you. We got way too much to live for.